Third Annual Blood Slam of 2022 event by Colton Dennis. Night 1. The crowd is cheering. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third annual Blood Slam, where tonight all the champions are here to defend their titles. Plus, we have the Wild Bowl champions here for their first pay-per-view, said announcer number 1. Yeah, and there they are sitting right next to us. Hey guys, said announcer number 2, waving. Hello, our new friends. And yes, don't try to fix your screen, because we are actually here, said announcer number 4. Man, this is so exciting, said announcer number 5. Well, what do you three say we get to our first match of the night? Asked announcer number 1. Sounds super, said announcer number 4. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is the women's contract match. Introducing the challengers. Aura, Enigma, Promise, Saffron, Curtains, Jade, Taz, and Maniator, said announce number 3. Beldings. Both Maniator and Taz are staring at each other. Here's a fight for the ages, said announcer number 2. You could say that again, said announcer number 5. Both Maniator and Taz lock up. Taz puts a headlock into Maniator. Maniator groans, bounces Taz off of the ropes, then pushes her. Taz bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Maniator shoulder blocks Taz. Taz falls onto the mat. Maniator runs, bounces off of the ropes on the side of the ring, then jumps over Taz. Taz stands up, then does a hip toss onto Maniator. Maniator lands onto the mat, then she groans. Taz quickly covers Maniator. 1, 2. Maniator kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Taz grabs the top rope, then stands up. Promise tags Taz's left hand, goes through the middle rope, then continuously kicks Maniator. Maniator continuously groaning. Promise just tagged her way into the match and is now taking it right to Maniator, said announcer number 1. Promise picks Maniator up, then punches her. Maniator groans, then walks towards the ropes. Promise bounces Maniator off of the ropes. Curtains. Tags Maniator's back. Promise drop kicks Maniator. Maniator falls onto the mat. She groans, then starts to roll away. Promise grabs Maniator, then covers her. She's not legal, Promise, said referee number 1. What do you mean? Asked Promise, standing up, then turning around. Curtains continuously clotheslines Promise. Promise continuously groaning, then turning around. Curtains lifts Promise onto her right shoulder. Promise is squirming, lands onto her feet behind Curtains, tags Jade's right arm, then rolls outside of the ring. Jade goes through the middle rope. Both Curtains and Jade are walking around the ring, then lock up. Curtains puts a headlock onto Jade. Jade groans, bounces Curtains off of the ropes, then pushes her. Curtains does a shoulder block onto Jade. Jade falls onto the mat. Curtains runs, bounces off of the ropes on the side of the ring, jumps over Jade, then stops. Jade stands up. Curtains chops Jade's chest. Jade groans, then walks towards the ropes. Curtains chops Jade's chest again. Jade groans. I could feel those chops to my own chest, said announcer number 4. Curtains bounces Jade off of the ropes, then does a back elbow onto her. Jade falls onto the mat, then she groans. Curtains stands next to the ropes. Aura tags Curtains' right arm, goes through the bottom rope, the waves at Jade. Jade stands up, then turns around. Aura super kicks Jade. Jade falls onto the mat, then she groans. Aura covers Jade. 1, 2. Curtains kicks Aura's back. 2, said referee number 1. Aura stands up then looks at curtains. Why would you do that? Asked Aura. Why would you tag yourself in? Asked curtains starting to go through the middle rope. Aura runs at curtains then knees the left side of her head. Curtains falls off the ledge of the ring, lands onto the floor then she groans. What a knee by Aura, said announcer number 2. That's what you get for breaking the pinfall, said Aura turning around, approaches Jade then bends down to grab her. Jade wraps her arms around Aura then rolls her up. 1, 2. Aura kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Jade almost had Aura there, said announcer number 5. It was 2, right? It was only 2, asked Aura. It was only 2, Aura, said referee number 1. Jade is crawling then tagging Promise's left hand. Promise goes through the middle rope then clotheslines Aura. Aura groans then stands up. Promise kicks Aura's stomach, sets her up for suplex then lifts her up. Aura is squirming, lands onto her feet behind Promise, wraps her arms around her head, then does a neck breaker onto her. Both Aura and Promise are laying in the middle of the ring. Both legal women are down, said announcer number 4. Both Aura and Promise are slowly crawling towards different corners, then tag both Enigma's and Saffron's right hands. Both Enigma and Saffron goes through the middle ropes. Enigma quickly goes for a discus clothesline onto Saffron. Saffron ducks, runs then bounces off of the ropes. Enigma turns around. Saffron dropkicks Enigma's right leg. Enigma falls onto the mat. She groans then holds her right leg. What a dropkick to Enigma's leg, said announce number 1. Saffron stands up, runs then bounces off of the ropes on the side of the ring. Enigma slowly kneels onto the mat. Saffron does a bicycle knee onto Enigma. Enigma falls onto the mat. She groans then holds her face. Saffron covers Enigma. 1, 2, 3. Enigma is gone, said referee number 1. Well, 1 down. 6 more eliminations to go, said announcer number 4. Curtains goes through the middle rope. Both Curtains and Saffron are staring at each other. Here we go. Another great match this would be, said announcer number 2. Both Curtains and Saffron lock up. Curtains puts a headlock onto Saffron. Saffron groans then bounces Curtains off of the ropes. Aura quickly tags Saffron's back then goes through the bottom rope. Curtains shoulder blocks Saffron then turns around. Aura superkicks Curtains. Curtains groans, staggers then falls into the corner. Promise tags Curtains' head, goes through the middle rope then for a clothesline onto Aura. Aura ducks then goes to superkick Promise. Promise holds onto the ropes. Aura runs at Promise. Promise lifts Aura over the top rope. Aura lands onto the ledge of the ring. Promise turns around. Aura grabs Promise's head, hangs her off the top rope, climbs up onto the ledge then goes up the turnbuckle. Aura's going up top, said announcer number 5. Aura gets to the top turnbuckle, looks at Promise then jumps. Jade tags Aura's left leg before she jumps off the top turnbuckle. Aura does a crossbody onto Promise. Promise groans. Aura hooks Promise's legs. You're not the legal person, Aura, said referee number 1. Then who is? Asked Aura standing up then turning around. Jade lifts. Aura then does sit-out spinebuster onto Jer. Aura groans then rolls outside of the ring. Aura didn't see that coming at all, said announcer number 1. Jade stands up, looks at Promise then waves at her. Promise stands up then turns around. Jade lifts Promise, does a sit-out spinebuster onto Promise. Then covers her. 1, 2. Promise grabs bottom rope. She has the rope, Jade, said referee. Number 1. Jade stands up, then picks Promise up. Promise moves Jade's arms, kicks her stomach, sets her up for a suplex, then lifts her. Jade is squirming. Promise walking backwards into the ropes. Both Jade and Promise go over the top rope, then land onto the floor hard. Oh man, they landed awkwardly, said announcer number 4. Jade is holding her right leg. Promise holding her head. 1, 2, said referee. Number 1. The count begins, said announcer number 2. 5, 6, 7, 8. Both Jade and Promise are slowly moving. 9, 10. They've been counted out. So, they're eliminated, said referee number 1. Both Jade and Promise have been counted out, said announcer number 5. Aura rolls into the ring, then stands up. Maniator goes through the middle rope, then continuously clotheslines Aura. Aura continuously groaning, then standing up. Maniator lifts Aura, then slams her onto the mat. Aura groans. Maniator runs, bounces off of the ropes, does elbow drop onto Aura, then covers her. 1, 2. Aura kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Maniator almost eliminated Aura, said announce number 1. Maniator stands up, then waves at Aura. Aura slowly stands up, then turns around. Maniator kicks Aura's stomach, then goes for a 3/4 jawbreaker onto Jer. Aura pushes Maniator. Maniator goes into Saffron. Saffron falls off the ledge of the ring, lands onto the floor, then she groans. Maniator just knocked Saffron off the ledge, said announcer number 4. I think that was an accident, said announcer number 2. Aura rolls Maniator up, then places her legs onto the middle ropes. 1, 2. Referee number 1 sees Aura's legs on the middle rope. Hey, get your feet off the ropes, said referee number 1. Come on ref, just do your job and count, said Aura. Saffron slides into the ring, stands up, picks up a steel chair, then swings it. Aura ducks. The steel chair hits Maniator's head. Hey, what are you doing? Saffron's been disqualified. She's out of this match, said referee number 1. Aura is laughing. Saffron looks at Aura, then swings the steel chair. The steel chair hits Aura's head. Aura falls onto the mat, then she groans. Saffron drops the steel chair, rolls outside of the ring, then walks up the ramp. Maniator is crawling towards the corner. Curtains tags Maniator's back, goes through the middle rope, runs towards Aura, then covers her. 1, 2. Aura barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Curtains almost eliminated Aura, said announce number 5. Curtains stands up, grabs Aura's left leg, then wraps around. Aura pushes Curtains with her right foot. Curtains goes through the middle ropes, lands onto her feet, then twists her right ankle. I think Curtains may have landed wrong, said announcer number 1. Curtains is groaning, rolls inside of the ring, then stands up. Aura quickly stands up, the super kicks Curtains. Curtains falls onto the mat, then she groans. A super kick out of nowhere, said announcer number 4. Aura is crawling towards the corner. Maniator stands back up onto the ledge of the ring, then holds out her right hand. Aura tags Maniator's right hand. Maniator goes through the middle rope. Curtains slowly stands up, then turns around. Maniator kicks Curtains' stomach, then goes for a 3/4 jawbreaker onto her. Curtains pushes Maniator. Maniator bounces off of the ropes. Curtains shoulder blocks Maniator's left leg. Maniator flips onto the mat. Then she groans. Curtain's targeting that leg, said announcer number 2. Curtain stands up, grabs Maniator's left leg, then wraps around. Maniator wraps her arms around Curtain's, then rolls her up. 1, 2. Curtain's kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Both Curtain's and Maniator stand up. Curtain's goes to punch Maniator. Maniator ducks. Curtain's turns around. Maniator pulls onto Curtain's legs. Wraps around, then locks in a figure 4 leg lock onto her. Curtain's is screaming. Curtain's finisher is locked in on herself, said announcer number 5. Will Curtain's tap out? Asked announcer number 1. Curtain's raises her left hand, then tries reaching for the bottom rope. Maniator crawls backwards. Smart move by Maniator. Pulling Curtain's to the middle of the ring, said announcer number 4. Curtain's continues screaming, tries reaching for the bottom rope, then taps out. Curtain's tapped out, said referee number 1. Maniator breaks the submission hold. Curtain's rolls outside of the ring. Curtain's fought with all she had. The pain was too much, said announcer number 2. Taz goes through the middle rope. Maniator looks at Taz. Come on, said Maniator. Taz is really fresh. She was barely in this match, said announcer number 5. Both Maniator and Taz start punching each other. Only one person can win this fist fight, said announcer number 1. Taz knees Maniator's stomach. Maniator groans. Taz runs, then bounces off of the ropes. Maniator does a kitchen sink onto Taz. Taz flips into the mat, then she groans. Nice kitchen sink by Maniator, said announcer number 4. Maniator turns towards Taz. Taz stands up in the corner. Maniator runs at Taz, then does a corner clothesline onto her. Taz groans, then walks out of the corner. Maniator lifts Taz, then slams her onto the mat. Taz groans. Maniator runs, bounces off of the ropes, then goes for a jumping knee onto Taz. Taz moves. Maniator's left knee lands onto the mat, then she groans. Oh, that could really damage your kneecap, said announcer number 2. That it can, said announcer number 5. Both Maniator and Taz stand up. Taz punches Maniator. Maniator groans, then staggers. Taz kicks Maniator's stomach, runs, bounces off of the ropes, then goes for a knee lift onto her. Maniator moves. Taz staggers, then turns around. Maniator kicks Taz's stomach, then goes for a 3/4 jawbreaker onto her. Taz pushes Maniator. Maniator bounces off of the ropes, then jumps at Taz. Taz catches Maniator in her arms. Look at the strength of Taz, said announcer number 1. Taz continues holding Maniator in her arms, then does a fallaway slam onto her. Maniator lands onto the mat across the ring. What a fallaway slam, said announcer number 4. Aura reaches for Maniator. Taz stands up, looks at Aura, runs, then hits her. Aura falls off the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. There goes Aura, said announcer number 2. Taz looks at Maniator. Maniator slowly standing up. Taz kicks Maniator's stomach. Maniator groans. Taz sets Maniator up for a DDT. Are we gonna see it here, right now? Asked announcer number 5. Maniator runs towards the ropes. Both Maniator and Taz go through the middle rope, then land onto the floor. Both Maniator and Taz are now outside of the ring, said announcer number 1. Both Maniator and Taz stand up outside of the ring. Taz goes to punch Maniator. Maniator ducks. Taz turns around. Maniator kicks Taz's stomach, then does a 3/4 jawbreaker onto her. Taz falls onto the floor, then she groans. The stunner connects, said announcer number 4. But Mediator needs to get Taz back into the ring, said announcer number 2. Mediator stands up, approaches Taz, then slowly picks her up. Taz moves Mediator's arms, kicks her stomach, sets her up, then does an impaler DDT onto the floor. Both Mediator and Taz are groaning. And quat, Taz Mania and quat, connects, said announce number 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Here's your winner. Who won? Asked announcer number 6. Referee number 1 goes through the middle rope, then holds up Aura's right arm. Aura's your winner, said referee number 1. Here's your winner, Aura, said announce number 6. Aura has won. She is the second ever women's contract holder, said announce number 1. I can't believe this. Both Mediator and Taz get counted out. And Aura's the one that survives, said announcer number 4. But you have to admit, that was one hell of a match, said announcer number 2. I agree with that, said announcer number 5. Well folks, we still have many matches coming up. But up next is the men's contract match, said announcer number 1. Just imagine how this'll end, asked announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is the men's contract match. Introducing the challengers, the Scout, Wicked, Paragon, Pain, Wiz, the Innovator, Mercury, the Cataclysm and Clobber, said announcer number 6. Bell dings. Here we go with the men's contract match, said announce number 5. And looks who's starting it off, said announcer number 1. The Cataclysm and the Innovator are staring at each other, walk around the ring, then lock up. The Cataclysm pushes the Innovator. The Innovator lands onto the mat. He groans, stands up, then looks at the Cataclysm. Cataclysm's very strong, said announcer number 4. Yes, he is. He lifted Ursus, Onyx, and a few other giants, said announce number 2. Both the Cataclysm and the Innovator are walking around the ring, then go to lock up again. The Innovator ducks underneath the Cataclysm's right arm, then wraps his arms around his waist. The Cataclysm tries reaching for the Innovator, then runs backwards into the corner. The Innovator lets go of the Cataclysm. The Cataclysm walks out of the corner, then looks at the Innovator. Mercury tags the Innovator's left arm, goes through the middle rope, then runs at the Cataclysm. The Cataclysm punches Mercury. Mercury staggers. The Cataclysm punches Mercury again. Mercury falls onto the mat, then he groans. The Cataclysm picks Mercury up, grabs his left arm, then does a short arm clothesline onto him. Mercury falls onto the mat, then he groans. What a short arm clothesline, said announcer number 5. The Cataclysm covers Mercury. 1, 2. Mercury kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. The Cataclysm stands up, picks Mercury up, then lifts him onto his shoulders. The Scout tags the Cataclysm's back. The Cataclysm turns around, then looks at the Scout. The Scout jumps off the ledge of the ring. The Cataclysm does a running power slam onto Mercury. Mercury groans. You need to get out, Cataclysm, said referee number 2. The Cataclysm goes through the middle rope, then stands onto the ledge of the ring. The Scout slides into the ring, stands up, then covers Mercury. 1, 2. Clobber kicks the Scout, then goes through the middle rope. 2, said referee number 2. Why would Clobber stop the count? Asked announcer number 1. The Scout picks Mercury up, kicks his stomach, wraps his arms around his head, then does a cutter onto him. Mercury lands onto the mat, then he groans. The scout hooks Mercury's right leg. 1, 2. Mercury puts his left leg onto the bottom rope. Referee number 2 sees Mercury's left leg on the bottom rope. Scout, his legs on the rope, said referee number 2. The scout size then stands up. Scout almost eliminated Mercury there, said announce number 4. The scout approaches Mercury. Mercury is holding on to the ropes. Get away from the ropes, Scout. 1, 2, 3, 4. The scout walks backwards. You have a 5 count, Scout, said referee number 2. Scout better be careful not to be disqualified, said announcer number 2. Mercury rolls outside of the ring. The scout looks at Mercury, walks towards the ropes, then goes through the middle of them. Hey, get back into the ring, Scout, said referee number 2. The scout looks at referee number 2. Mercury quickly stands up, pulls onto the scout's left leg. The scout lands onto the ledge of the ring, then he groans. Oh, that was a hard thud, said announcer number 5. Mercury is sitting on the floor, then smiles. Mercury's just smiling away, said announcer number 1. Mercury slowly stands up, walks towards the ring, then climbs onto the ledge of it. Mercury's gonna have Scout be counted out, said announce number 4. 3, 4, said referee number 2. Mercury starts to go through the middle rope. The scout quickly stands up, then grabs Mercury's left leg. Let go of me, said Mercury. The scout continues holding onto Mercury's left leg, pulls him off the ledge of the ring, then does a quick cutter onto the floor. Both Mercury and the scout are groaning. The scout is holding his head. 8, 9, 10. They've been counted out. Mercury and Scout are eliminated, said referee number 2. Both Mercury and Scout were both counted out, said announcer number 2. Whiz goes through the middle rope, runs, then knocks both Clobber and Paragon off the ledge of the ring. Both Clobber and Paragon land onto the floor. Whiz runs, then knocks both Pain and Wicked off the ledge of the ring. Yeah, come on. Who wants a piece of me? Asked Whiz, turning around, then sees the Cataclysm. The Cataclysm lifts Whiz onto his left shoulder, then does a power slam onto him. Whiz groans. The Cataclysm picks Whiz up, lifts him onto his left shoulder, then does another power slam onto him. Whiz groans. The Cataclysm is smiling. Clobber climbs onto the ledge of the ring, then tags the Cataclysm's back. The Cataclysm looks at Clobber. Clobber continuously kicking. Whiz, you never touch me. Do you hear me? You never touch me, said Clobber, doing an elbow drop onto Whiz. Whiz groans. Clobber didn't like the fact that Whiz punched him. And now Whiz is learning a lesson, said announcer number 5. Clobber picks Whiz up, then does a short arm clothesline onto him. Whiz falls onto the mat, then he groans. Clobber picks Whiz up, lifts him into his arms, then does a fall-away slam onto him. Whiz lands across the ring, rolls underneath the bottom rope, then lands onto the floor. Whiz just rolled outside. He probably thinks it's safer out there, said announcer number 1. Clobber looks at Whiz, rolls outside the ring on the side of it, then approaches Whiz. Whiz is slowly moving. Clobber grabs Whiz, then throws him into the barricade. Whiz groans. Clobber grabs Whiz's face. You never disrespect me, said Clobber, punching Whiz. Whiz falls onto the floor. Clobber walks away, stops, then turns towards Whiz. Whiz pulls himself up with the barricade, then turns around. Clobber runs at Whiz, then does a hard clothesline onto him. Whiz falls onto the floor. Then he groans. 5, 6, said referee number 2. Clobber better get back inside, said announcer number 4. Clobber starts to roll into the ring. Wiz grabs Clobber's right leg. Clobber is struggling. Wiz has a grip on Clobber, said announcer number 2. 8, 9, 10. They've been counted out. Both Clobber and Wiz are eliminated, said referee number 2. Oh my God. Both Clobber and Wiz have been eliminated, said announcer number 5. Both Pain and Paragon goes through the middle rope, walk around the ring, then go to lockup. Paragon backs away, then tags in Wicked's chest. Here comes Wicked, said announcer number 1. Wicked goes through the middle rope. Pain is staring at Wicked, backs away, tags the Innovator's right arm, then rolls outside of the ring. The Innovator looks at Pain. Why me? Asked the Innovator. Innovator better look out, said announcer number 4. The Innovator turns around, then stares at Wicked. Wicked grabs the Innovator, then throws him over the top rope. The Innovator lands onto the mat, then he groans. Innovator needs to worry, because Wicked ain't one to take lightly, said announcer number 2. Of course not. Look at that freak, said announcer number 5. The Innovator stands up. Wicked clotheslines the Innovator. The Innovator groans, then stands up. Wicked lifts the Innovator, then slams him onto the mat. The Innovator groans. Wicked bounces off of the ropes, then goes for an elbow drop onto the Innovator. The Innovator moves. Wicked lands onto the mat, then he groans. The Innovator starts kicking Wicked. Wicked is groaning, then standing up. The Innovator continuously punches Wicked. Wicked staggering backwards into the ropes. The Innovator bounces Wicked off of the ropes, then boots him. Wicked falls onto the mat, then he groans. The Innovator bounces off of the ropes on the side of the ring, then does a leg drop onto Wicked. A leg drop connects. This could be it, said announcer number 1. The Innovator covers Wicked. 1, 2. Wicked kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Wicked kicked out, said announcer number 4. The Innovator stands up, bounces off of the ropes, then goes for a leg drop onto Wicked again. Wicked sits up. The Innovator lands onto the mat, then he groans. Wicked turns his head, then stares at the Innovator. The Innovator's eyes widen, then stands up. Wicked stands up. The Innovator goes to punch Wicked. Wicked ducks. The Innovator turns around. Wicked grabs the Innovator by his throat with both of his hands, lifts him up, then does a falling double-handed chokeslam onto him. The Innovator groans. Innovator has to be out of it, said announcer number 2. Wicked stands up, grabs the Innovator's left arm, wraps his legs around his head, then locks in a triangle choke. The Innovator is groaning, then taps out. The Innovator has been eliminated, said referee number 2. Wicked breaks the submission. The Innovator rolls outside of the ring. Who's gonna be able to stop Wicked? Asked announcer number 5. I think we're about to find out, said announcer number 1. Wicked turns around. The Cataclysm is staring at Wicked. Both the Cataclysm and Wicked step towards each other. The lights turn off, then back on. The masked men appear attacking both the Cataclysm and Wicked. Oh no, not these guys again, said announcer number 4. Do you know these guys? Asked announcer number 2. They call themselves the Gatekeepers of Darkness. They must want something from the Cataclysm and Wicked, said announcer number 5. Wicked gets thrown through the middle rope. The Cataclysm punching masked number 1. Masked man number 1 is groaning. Masked man number 2 chop blocks the back of the Cataclysm's left leg. The cataclysm falls onto the mat. Both masked number 1 and masked number 2 continuously kicking the cataclysm. Masked number 3 throws Wicked into the barricade. Wicked groans. The cataclysm rolls outside of the ring. The masked continuously punching both the cataclysm and Wicked. Both the cataclysm and Wicked walking up the ramp. The masked men are following both the cataclysm and Wicked. So, are they eliminated? Asked announcer number 1. I have no idea, said announcer number 4. Payne is standing in the ring, then looks around. Is Payne the only one left? Asked announcer number 2. It looks like it, said announcer number 5. I guess he wins the match, said announcer number 1. Payne is looking up at the stage. What's going on? Asked Payne. Paragon peeks up. Wait, Paragon's still in this, said announcer number 4. Paragon looks at Payne, smiles, slides into the ring, stands up, runs, then rolls him up. 1, 2. Payne kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Payne kicked out, said announcer number 2. Both Payne and Paragon stand up. Paragon goes to punch Payne. Payne ducks. Paragon staggers, then turns around. Payne kicks Paragon's stomach, sets him up, then does a double arm DDT onto him. Paragon goes limp, then he groans. Payne rolls Paragon into his back, then hooks both of his legs. Will this be it? Asked announcer number 5. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 2. Bell dings. Here's your winner, Payne, said announcer number 3. Payne has become the men's contract holder, said announcer number 1. Payne grabs the clipboard, then holds it to his chest. Payne has an opportunity to challenge any champion of his choosing, said announcer number 4. This match was all over the place, said announcer number 2. Oh, it definitely was. I just feel bad for Cataclysm and Wicked. They got attacked by the gatekeepers of darkness, said announcer number 5. I agree with you there. But congratulations to Payne. Let's just hope he doesn't ruin a great match when he signs that contract. Well, folks, up next, we turn to our friends for commentary, said announcer number 1. That's right, because the Malady Championship will be on the line, said announcer number 4. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is a triple threat cage match, and is for the Malady Championship. Introducing the challengers first, Miss Fortune. Next, Caramel. And their opponents, she is the Malady Champion, Mantra, said announcer number 6. Mantra hands the title to referee number 3. Referee number 3 raises the title, walks towards the ropes, goes through them, then goes down the steel stairs. The cage door shuts. Bell dings. Miss Fortune runs towards the cage door. Both Caramel and Mantra quickly grab Miss Fortune, then throw her backwards. Miss Fortune lands onto the mat, then she groans. Both Caramel and Mantra look at one another, then start punching each other. Here we go with a fist fight, said announcer number 4. I wonder who's gonna win it, said announcer number 5. Mantra goes to punch Caramel. Caramel ducks, runs, then bounces off of the ropes. Mantra lifts Caramel up onto her right shoulder. Caramel reverses it, then does a DDT onto Mantra. Mantra groans. Caramel stands up. Miss Fortune hits Caramel's back. Caramel groans, then falls onto the mat. Miss Fortune continuously kicking Caramel. Caramel continuously groaning. You think you're better than me? Well, you're not, said Miss Fortune, slapping Caramel. Caramel groans. Miss Fortune has a bad attitude, said announcer. Number 4. Don't all women though? Asked announcer number 5. Miss Fortune starts walking towards the cage door. The cage door opens. Mantra stands up, then hits Miss Fortune from her left side. Miss Fortune falls into the ropes, then she groans. Mantra continuously kicking Miss Fortune. Miss Fortune continuously groaning. Mantra picks Miss Fortune up, then bounces her off of the ropes. Miss Fortune reverses it, then goes to punch Mantra. Mantra holds onto the ropes. Miss Fortune runs at Mantra. Mantra does a drop toe hold onto Miss Fortune. Miss Fortune gets hung off the middle rope. Mantra stands up, runs, then jumps onto Miss Fortune. Miss Fortune gasps, lays onto the mat, then she groans. Miss Fortune just got hung up, said announcer number 4. Yeah, but look who's heading for the open door, said announcer number 5. Caramel is crawling towards the open cage door. Mantra looks at Caramel, runs, then lands onto her. Caramel groans. Mantra just stopped Caramel in time, said announcer number 4. Mantra stands up, grabs Caramel's right leg, then pulls her away from the open cage door. The cage door shuts. Mantra continues holding onto Caramel's right leg. Caramel stands up, then turns towards Mantra. What you gonna do now? Asked Mantra. Caramel does an enziguri onto Mantra. Mantra groans, then staggers away. Oh, what an enziguri by Caramel, said announcer number 5. And Mantra is still standing, said announcer number 4. Mantra continues staggering. Caramel stands up, grabs Mantra's head, runs, then throws her into the cage wall. Mantra groans, then falls onto the mat. Oh man, Mantra was just sent into that cage wall, said announcer number 5. And that ain't no phony steel either, said announcer number 4. Caramel climbs up the ropes. Caramel's making her way up the cage now, said announcer number 5. It's safer to go through the door, Caramel, said announcer number 4. Caramel gets to the top rope, then starts to climb up the cage wall. Miss Fortune stands up, then grabs Caramel's right leg. Caramel tries pushing Miss Fortune. Miss Fortune pulls Caramel down, then hits her back. Caramel groans. Miss Fortune hits Caramel's back again. Caramel groans again. Miss Fortune climbs up the ropes, then gets to the top of them. Both Caramel and Miss Fortune continuously punching each other. This doesn't end well for one of these competitors, said announcer number 5. Both Caramel and Miss Fortune continue punching each other. Mantra stands up, runs, then pushes both of Caramel's and Miss Fortune's legs. Both Caramel and Miss Fortune land onto the top rope, then they groan. Oh man. People say that doesn't hurt women. But it actually does. A friend of mine told me, said announcer number 4. Both Caramel and Miss Fortune land between the ropes and the cage wall. That looked very devastating, said announcer number 5. Mantra looks at both Caramel and Miss Fortune. Both Caramel and Miss Fortune are slowly standing up between the cage wall and the ropes. Mantra runs, bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring ropes, then goes for a spear. Both Caramel and Miss Fortune move. Mantra goes head first into the cage wall. She groans, then falls onto the mat. Now, that looked devastating, said announcer number 4. Miss Fortune looks at Caramel. Caramel looks at the door. Caramel's right next to the cage door, said announcer number 5. Caramel goes to walk. Miss Fortune grabs Caramel's hair. Caramel groans, then turns around. Both Caramel and Miss Fortune start punching each other. Here comes another fist fight, said announcer number 4. Miss Fortune goes to punch Caramel. Caramel blocks then punches Miss Fortune. Miss Fortune groans. Caramel grabs Miss Fortune's head then bounces it off the cage wall. Miss Fortune groans then holds onto the ropes. Caramel steps backwards then superkicks Miss Fortune. Miss Fortune groans then falls next to the ring post. Caramel looks at Miss Fortune, smiles then starts walking towards the cage door. Caramel's gonna become champion, said announcer number 5. Mantra runs then spears Caramel into the cage wall. Caramel groans then falls onto the ledge of the ring. Mantra goes through the middle rope, then starts to go through the open cage door. Caramel grabs Mantra's right leg. Mantra is struggling then punches Caramel. Caramel groans then stands up. Both Caramel and Mantra continuously punching each other. They both need to be careful, because either one of them could fall out that opened the cage door, said announcer number 4. Both Caramel and Mantra continue punching each other. Caramel punching Mantra. Mantra staggers out the cage door then stands onto the steel stairs. Caramel grabs Mantra's shirt then tries pulling her into the cage. Pull her inside, Caramel, said announcer number 5. Mantra continues staggering. Miss Fortune stands up, looks at both Caramel and Mantra, runs then does a jumping knee to her back. Caramel goes into Mantra then lets go of her. Mantra lands onto the floor. Beldings. Here's your winner and still the malady champion, Mantra, said announcer number 6. Mantra survived the cage and retained her title, said announcer number 4. Unbelievable odds stacked against her and she comes out still the champion. Congratulations to Mantra, said announcer number 5. And she also needs to thank Miss Fortune for doing a jumping knee into Caramel, said announcer number 4. Well, no matter what happened at the end of the match, the important thing is, Mantra's still our champion, said announcer number 5. Indeed she is. Well, folks, up next we have our feminine championship on the line, said announcer number 4. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is a 5-way tables match, and is for the feminine championship. Introducing the challengers, Serenity, Hope, Willow, Tempest, and the feminine champion, Jasmine, said announcer number 6. Beldings. All 5 women are attacking each other. Now, the rules are simple. Put one of your opponents through a table. But this ain't gonna be easy, because there's 5 competitors. Once one person is through, that's it, said announcer number 5. That's what makes this match so hard, because you need to watch your opponents, plus try not to get put through a table yourself, said announcer number 4. Jasmine is punching Serenity. Serenity is groaning. Jasmine steps backwards then clotheslines Serenity over the top rope. Serenity lands onto the floor. Outside goes Serenity, said announcer number 5. Hope hits Jasmine's back. Jasmine goes through the middle rope, lands onto the floor then she groans. Hope turns around. Tempest kicks Hope's stomach. Hope groans. Tempest bounces Hope off of the ropes then does a back elbow onto her. Hope falls onto the mat. She groans then rolls outside of the ring. Willow hits Tempest's back. Tempest groans. Willow bounces Tempest off of the ropes then drop kicks her. Tempest falls onto the mat then she groans. Nice drop kick by Willow, said announcer number 4. Willow stands up, lays on top of Tempest then continuously punches her. Tempest continuously groaning. Willow stops then stands up. Serenity climbs onto the ledge of the ring. Willow goes to punch Serenity. Serenity shoulder blocks Willow's stomach. Willow groans. Serenity puts her head between Willow's legs, then lifts her over the top rope. Jasmine stands up, then looks up. Willow lands onto Jasmine. Both Jasmine and Willow are groaning. Serenity sends Willow onto Jasmine, said announcer number 5. Serenity goes through the middle rope, then stands up. Tempest is standing next to the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Serenity runs at Tempest. Tempest lifts Serenity over the top rope. Serenity lands onto the floor, then she groans. There goes Serenity again, said announce number 4. Hope slides a table into the ring, rolls inside it, then stands up. Tempest goes to punch Hope. Hope blocks, then punches Tempest. Tempest groans, then staggers backwards. Hope kicks Tempest's stomach, runs, bounces off of the ropes, then does a knee lift onto her. Tempest groans, stands up, then staggers into the ropes. Hope runs at Tempest, then clotheslines her over the top rope. Tempest lands onto the floor. Hope is all alone in the ring. Now, said announcer number 5. Hope walks towards the table, then sets it up. Hope's setting up the table. Now she just needs one of the competitors, said announcer number 4. Serenity slides into the ring, then stands up. Hope turns around. Serenity goes to punch Hope. Hope blocks, then punches Serenity. Serenity groans, then walks away. Hope approaches Serenity, then kicks her stomach. Serenity groans, then leans against the ropes. Hope punches Serenity again. Serenity groans. Hope bounces Serenity off of the ropes. Serenity reverses it. Hope bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Both Jasmine and Willow pull onto Hope's legs, pull her outside of the ring, then throw her into the announce table. Hope groans, then lays onto the floor. Both Jasmine and Willow look at one another, then start punching each other. Here comes another fist fight, said announcer number 5. Serenity looks at both Jasmine and Willow punching each other, walks towards the corner, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Serenity's heading to the top, said announcer number 4. Serenity gets to the top turnbuckle, then looks down at both Jasmine and Willow. Both Jasmine and Willow look up at Serenity. Serenity jumps off the top turnbuckle, then lands onto both Jasmine and Willow. All three are groaning. What a crossbody by Serenity, said announcer number 5. Serenity stands up, then turns around. Hope does a running elbow onto Serenity. Serenity falls onto the floor, then she groans. Hope just hits Serenity with her elbow, said announcer number 4. She could be out for a while, said announcer number 5. Hope picks Serenity up, runs, then throws her over the barricade. Serenity lands onto the floor, then she groans. This is my time. This is my title. This is my show, said Hope. The crowd is booing. Hope shakes her head, then turns around. Tempest appears on the ledge of the ring, runs, jumps off of it, then does a diving forearm onto Hope. Hope falls onto the floor, then lays motionless. I think Hope is out of it now, said announcer number 4. Tempest stands up, sees Jasmine standing up, then runs at her. Jasmine does a scoop power slam on Tempest onto the floor. Tempest groans. Oh, a scoop power slam onto the floor. That could hurt your back, said announcer number 5. Jasmine stands up. Willow punches Jasmine. Jasmine groans. Willow grabs Jasmine's head, then goes to bounce it off the announce table. Jasmine blocks, hits Willow's stomach, grabs her head, then bounces it off the announce table. Willow groans, then falls onto the floor. The champ is in control, said announcer Number 4. Jasmine grabs Tempest, then throws her into the ring. Tempest stops rolling. Jasmine slides into the ring, then stands up. Tempest slowly stands up. Jasmine kicks Tempest's stomach. Tempest groans. Jasmine runs, bounces off of the ropes, then does scissors kick onto Tempest. Tempest falls onto the mat, then she groans. Jasmine covers Tempest. It's a tables match, Jasmine, said announcer. Number 5. Jasmine sits up, stands, then looks at Hope. Hope is climbing onto the ledge of the ring. Jasmine does a back kick onto Hope. Hope falls off the ledge of the ring, hits her head off the barricade, then lands onto the floor. What a kick by Jasmine, said announcer number 4. Jasmine approaches Tempest, picks her up, then places her onto the table. Tempest is laying onto the table. Jasmine goes through the bottom rope, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Jasmine has an idea here, said announcer number 5. Jasmine gets to the top turnbuckle, then looks down at Tempest. Tempest quickly stands up, then punches Jasmine. Jasmine sits onto the top turnbuckle, then she groans. Tempest punches Jasmine again. Jasmine groans. Tempest climbs onto the second rope, then sets her up for a suplex. I think Tempest is gonna try to suplex Jasmine through that table, said announcer number 4. Tempest goes to lift Jasmine. Jasmine blocks the suplex. Tempest tries lifting Jasmine again. Jasmine blocks the suplex again, then punches Tempest's left side. Tempest is groaning, then lets go of Jasmine. Jasmine continuously punches Tempest. Tempest groans, then sways on the second rope. Tempest better not let go of the top rope, said announcer number 5. Jasmine continues punching Tempest. Tempest's left hand lets go of the top rope, then sways on the second rope more. Jasmine goes to punch Tempest again. Willow climbs onto the ledge of the ring, punches both Jasmine and Tempest. Both Jasmine and Tempest are groaning. Jasmine kicks Willow's face. Willow falls onto the ledge of the ring, then she groans. Jasmine punches Tempest. Tempest groans. Jasmine climbs onto the top turn buckle. What does Jasmine have planned here? Asked announcer number 4. Willow quickly stands up, then pushes Jasmine off the top turnbuckle. Jasmine goes into the barricade, falls onto the floor, then she groans. There goes Jasmine, said announcer number 5. Willow climbs up the turnbuckle, then gets to the top of it. Tempest pulls herself up, then punches Willow. Willow groans, then punches Tempest. Tempest groans, then sways onto the second rope again. Willow grabs Tempest's head, then bounces it off the top turnbuckle. Tempest is groaning, then goes limp. I think Tempest is out of it, said announcer number 4. Willow stands up on the top turnbuckle, does a sunset flip onto Tempest, lands onto her feet, then lifts her up for a powerbomb. Look at the strength of Willow, said announcer number 5. Willow walks a few feet, then powerbombs Tempest through the table. Beldings. Here's your winner. And the new feminine champion, Willow, said announcer number 6. Willow has become the feminine champion, said announcer number 4. I can't believe how this match was. I mean, there were women flying all over the place, being pushed onto the floor. And in the end, Willow becomes champion. Who knew, said announcer number 5. Well, congratulations to Willow. Now folks, we turn back to our friends, said announcer number 4. Thank you so much. And congratulations to Willow for becoming champion, said announcer number 1. That match was insane. So was the cage match, said announcer number 2. And now everyone, we turn to our ladies championship match, said announcer number 1. Oh, this is gonna be good, said announcer Number 2. Buildings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a last woman standing match. And is for the Ladies' Championship. Introducing the challengers first, Divine. And her opponent, she is the Ladies' Champion, Onyxis, said announcer number 3. Onyxis hands the title to referee number 4. Referee number 4 raises the title, walks towards the ropes, then hands it to number 1. Buildings. Onyxis approaches Divine. Divine kicks Onyxis's stomach. Onyxis groans. Divine punches Onyxis. Onyxis groans, then staggers backwards into the ropes. Divine bounces Onyxis off of the ropes. Onyxis reverses it, then clotheslines Divine. Divine falls onto the mat, then she groans. Onyxis picks Divine up, then punches her. Divine groans, then walks towards the corner. Onyxis approaches Divine. Divine kicks Onyxis's stomach. Onyxis groans. Divine punches Onyxis, grabs her head, then bounces it off the top turn buckle. Onyxis groans, then turns around. Divine chops Onyxis's chest. Onyxis groans. Divine whips Onyxis into the opposite corner. Onyxis groans. Divine runs at Onyxis. Onyxis lifts Divine over the top rope. Divine lands onto the floor, then she groans. There goes Divine, said announcer number 1. Onyxis rolls underneath the bottom rope, then approaches Divine. Divine is crawling backwards. Wait, please, said Divine, holding up her left hand. Onyxis stops, stares at Divine, then goes to grab her. Divine kicks Onyxis's left leg. Onyxis falls onto the floor, then she groans. Divine went right after Onyxis's leg, said announcer number 2. Divine stand up, then continuously kicks Onyxis. Onyxis continuously groaning. Divine grabs Onyxis's left leg, then kicks the back of it. Onyxis continues groaning. Smart by Divine. Take out a leg, so Onyxis can't stand up, said announcer number 1. Divine lets go of Onyxis's left leg, walks away, then holds out her arms. Who's the best? Asked Divine. The crowd is booing. The crowd is telling Divine how they feel about her, said announcer number 2. Divine approaches Onyxis, then grabs her left leg. Onyxis pushes Divine into the barricade. Divine groans, then falls onto her knees. Oh man, Divine's back just went into the barricade, said announcer number 1. Onyxis slowly stands up, grabs Divine, then bounces her head off the barricade. Divine falls onto the floor, then groans. Onyxis continuously kicking Divine. Divine continuously groaning. Onyxis is taking it to Divine, said announcer number 2. Onyxis walks away, then looks at the announce table. What is she looking at? Asked announcer number 1. Onyxis approaches the announce table, then clears it off. Well, here goes another table of ours, said announcer number 2. Onyxis turns around, then approaches Divine. Divine appears crawling underneath the ring. Onyxis grabs Divine's legs, then pulls her out from underneath the ring. A fire extinguisher goes off. Onyxis groans, then lets go of Divine's legs. Divine stands up, then sprays Onyxis with the fire extinguisher again. Onyxis continues groaning, then walks towards the announce table. Divine lifts the fire extinguisher. Onyxis turns around. Divine swings the fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher hits Onyxis's head. Onyxis groans, then lays onto the announce table. Count, said Divine. 1, 2, 3, 4, said referee number 4. Onyxis stands up. Onyxis is back up, said announcer number 1. Divine looks at Onyxis, then swings the fire extinguisher again. The fire extinguisher hits Onyxis's head again. Onyxis falls onto the floor, then she groans. "That could be it this time," said announcer number 2. "1, 2, 3, 4, 5, said referee number 4. Onyxis stands up. "Onyxis got back to her feet," said announcer number 1. Divine swings the fire extinguisher a third time. Onyxis ducks. Divine staggers, turns around, then raises the fire extinguisher. Onyxis lifts Divine onto her shoulders. Divine drops the fire extinguisher, then shakes her head. Onyxis does a cyclone onto Divine. Divine goes through the announce table. "Divine could be out," said announcer number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, said referee number 4. Divine stands up, tries to walk, then collapses onto the floor. "Divine made it to her feet," said announcer number 1. Onyxis picks up the fire extinguisher. Divine slowly stands up, turns around, then holds up her hands. Wait. Onyxis is staring at Divine. "You don't want to do this. Do you really want to spray me with that?" Onyxis looks at the crowd. The crowd is cheering. "Don't listen to them. Listen to your heart. What's it telling you?" asked Divine. Onyxis is shaking her head. "All right." Divine smiles. Onyxis sprays the fire extinguisher onto Divine. Divine is screaming, then runs. Onyxis drops the fire extinguisher, then chases Divine. Divine runs up the ramp, then trips. "Oh, Divine tripped," said announcer number 2. Divine rolls onto her back. Wait, please. Just give me a moment," said Divine, holding up her hands. Onyxis grabs Divine's right hand. Divine pulls Onyxis. Onyxis lands face first onto the ramp, then she groans. "Oh, Divine sucked Onyxis into her trap," said announcer number 1. Divine stands up, then continuously kicks Onyxis. Onyxis continuously groaning. "You actually believed me. How gullible are you?" asked Divine, kicking Onyxis's face. Onyxis groans, then holds her head. Both Divine and Onyxis are walking onto the stage. Onyxis stands up. Divine chop blocks the back of Onyxis's left leg. Onyxis falls onto the stage, then she groans. "Divine's going after Onyxis's leg," said announcer number 2. Divine kicking Onyxis's left leg. Onyxis is groaning, then holds her left leg. Divine turns Onyxis onto her stomach, then locks in an ankle lock onto her. Onyxis is screaming. "Scream all you want, because it ain't gonna help," said announcer number 1. Divine tightens the submission. Onyxis continues screaming, then tries kicking Divine's arms. Onyxis is trying to break the hold, said announcer number 2. Divine tightens the submission again. Onyxis continues screaming, then taps out. "That won't help you, Onyxis," said announcer number 1. Onyxis, screaming, looks up, then rolls onto the stage. Divine staggers forward, then goes into the stage wall. "Oh, Divine just went face first into that stage wall," said announcer number 2. "Both women are down," said announcer number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, said referee number 4. Both Divine and Onyxis stand up. Divine goes to punch Onyxis. Onyxis ducks. Divine staggers, then turns around. Onyxis lifts Divine onto her shoulders, then she groans. Divine lands onto her feet behind Onyxis, then chop blocks her left leg again. Onyxis falls onto her knees. Divine grabs Onyxis's left leg, then locks ankle lock back in. Onyxis starts screaming, then rolls onto the stage again. Divine collides heads with referee number 4. Both Divine and referee number 4 fall onto the stage, then they groan. The referee has been knocked out, said announcer number 2. Both Divine and Onyxis are slowly moving. Divine grabs a boot, then looks up. Desire appears. Divine stands up, then holds up her hands. Hey, listen. I know we've been having our problems, but help me win this thing. Put on that ref's shirt, said Divine. Desire looks at Onyxis, then nods her head. All right, said Desire, taking the shirt off of referee number 4. Desire's gonna help Divine win, said announce number 1. Desire puts the referee shirt on. All right, said Desire. Divine approached Onyxis. Onyxis lifts Divine onto her shoulders, looks at Desire, then does a cyclone onto the stage. Divine groans, then goes limp. Desire approaches Divine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ring the bell, said Desire. Bell dings. Here's your winner and still the ladies' champion, Onyxis, said announce number 3. Onyxis retains her title, said announcer number 2. Congratulations to Onyxis for being the last woman standing, said announcer number 1. You know, Divine's gonna blame Desire for this, said announce number 2. I never would have counted that. Well, folks, up next is our tag team championship match, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is for the tag team championships. Introducing the challengers first, the Anaconda and the Bull. And their opponents, they are the tag team champions, Revanger and the Strangler, said announce number 3. Both Revanger and the Strangler hand their titles to referee number 5. Referee number 5 raises the titles, walks towards the ropes, then hands them to number 1. Bell dings. And here we go with the tag team title match, said announce number 2. Both Revanger and the Anaconda are walking around the ring, then go to lock up. The Anaconda ducks underneath Revanger's right arm, then pushes his back. Revanger staggers, then turns around. Did you just push me? Asked Revanger, approaching the Anaconda. The Anaconda sticks his torso through the middle rope. Back up, Revanger. Back up, said referee number 5. Revanger walks backwards. The Anaconda gets back into the ring, smiles, then walks around it. Both Revanger and the Anaconda go to lock up. Again, the Anaconda ducks underneath Revanger's right arm, then pushes his back again. Revanger staggers forward, turns around, then punches the Anaconda. The Anaconda falls onto the mat, then he groans. Revanger continuously kicking the Anaconda. The Anaconda continuously groaning. Revanger picks the Anaconda up, twists his right arm, then tags the Strangler's right hand. The Strangler goes through the middle rope, then kicks the Anaconda's stomach. The Anaconda groans, falls onto his knees, then holds out his left arm. Come on, said the Bull. The Strangler picks the Anaconda up, then chops his chest. The Anaconda groans, then walks towards the corner. The Strangler approaches. The Anaconda then punches him. The Anaconda groans, then leans onto the top rope. The Strangler chops the Anaconda's chest. The Anaconda groans. The Strangler whips the Anaconda. The Anaconda reverses it. The Strangler goes face first into the corner, groans, then walks out of the corner. Backwards. The Anaconda dropkicks the Strangler's back. The Strangler falls face first into the second turnbuckle. He groans, then lays onto the mat. Oh man. Strangler just went face first into the second turnbuckle, said announcer number 1. The anaconda is crawling, then tags the bull's left hand. The bull goes through the middle rope, approaches the strangler, then picks him up. The strangler moves the bull's arms, then continuously punches the bull. The bull continuously staggering backwards. The strangler runs, then bounces off of the ropes. The bull lifts the strangler onto his left shoulder, then does a power slam onto him. The strangler groans. The bull covers the strangler. 1, 2. Ravanger kicks the bull's back. 2, said referee number 5. Ravanger saves the match, said announcer number 2. Ravanger stands onto the ledge of the ring. The bull punches Ravanger. Ravanger falls off the ledge of the ring, lands onto the floor, then he groans. What a right by bull, said announcer number 1. The bull approaches the strangler, picks him up, then whips him into the corner. The strangler groans. The bull runs at the strangler. The strangler boots the bull. The bull groans, then walks away. The strangler jumps onto the second rope. The bull turns around. The strangler jumps off the second rope, then does a clothesline onto the bull. What a clothesline by strangler, said announcer number 2. Now he needs to make a tag to Ravanger, said announcer number 1. Ravanger stands up onto the ledge of the ring, then holds out his right hand. Come on, strangler, said Ravanger. The strangler is crawling towards Ravanger. The anaconda gets into the ring, runs, then hits Ravanger. Ravanger falls off the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. The anaconda smiles, then turns around. The strangler boots the anaconda. The anaconda falls through the middle rope, lands onto the floor, then he groans. What a boot by strangler, said announcer number 2. The strangler turns around. The bull kicks the strangler's stomach. The strangler groans, then leans against the ropes. The bull bounces the strangler off of the ropes, then goes to clothesline him. The strangler ducks, then bounces off of the ropes again. Ravanger is kneeling on the ledge of the ring, then tags the strangler's back. The strangler jumps at the bull. The bull catches the strangler in his arms. Look at the strength of bull, said announcer number 1. The bull lifts the strangler onto his right shoulder. Ravanger quickly goes through the middle rope, then kicks the bull's stomach. The bull groans, then drops the strangler. The strangler rolls underneath the ropes. Ravanger continuously punching the bull. The bull is staggering backwards into the ropes. Ravanger bounces the bull off of the ropes. The bull reverses it. Ravanger bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then hits the bull with a forearm. The bull falls onto the mat. He groans, then stands up. Ravanger runs, bounces off of the ropes on the side of the ring, then hits the bull with another forearm. The bull falls onto the mat. He groans, then stands up. Ravanger kicks the bull's stomach. The bull groans, then bends over. Ravanger runs, then bounces off of the ropes. The anaconda pulls onto Ravanger's leg. Ravanger lands face first onto the mat, then he groans. The strangler runs at the anaconda. The anaconda sidesteps the strangler. The strangler goes into the steel stairs, then he groans. The strangler might be out of it, said announcer number 2. Ravanger slowly stands up. The bull kicks Ravanger's stomach. Ravanger groans. The bull sets Ravanger up, then does double arm DDT onto Ravanger. This could be it. Will we have new tag champions? Asked announcer number 1. The bull rolls Ravanger over, then hooks his left leg. 1, 2. Ravanger barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 5. Ravanger kicked out, said announcer number 2. The anaconda is looking at bull. Do it again, said the anaconda. The bull stands up, grabs Ravanja, then slowly picks him up. Ravanja rolls the bull up. 1, 2. The bull kicks out. 2, said referee number 5. Another close call, said announcer number 1. The anaconda climbs onto the ledge of the ring. Both Ravanja and the bull stand up. The bull goes to punch Ravanja. Ravanja ducks, runs, then hits the anaconda. The anaconda falls off the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. There goes anaconda, said announcer number 2. Ravanja turns around. The bull lifts Ravanja into his left shoulder, then goes for a running power slam. Ravanja is squirming, lands onto his feet behind. The bull then pushes him face first into the corner. The bull groans, then walks out of the corner. Backwards. Ravanja bends the bull backwards, then does an inverted DDT onto him. The bull groans. Ravanja hooks the bull's left leg. 1, 2. The bull kicks out. 2, said referee number 5. Ravanja almost had it there, said announcer number 1. Ravanja slowly stands up, grabs the bull, then picks him up. The bull moves Ravanja's arms, lifts him onto his right shoulder, then does a running power slam onto him. Ravanja groans. The bull covers Ravanja. Is this it? Asked announcer number 2. 1, 2. The strangler lands onto the bull. 2, said referee number 5. Strangler saves the match, said announcer number 1. The strangler starts to pick the bull up, then looks up at the anaconda. The anaconda is slowly standing up on the ledge of the ring. The strangler runs at the anaconda. The anaconda pulls down the top rope. The strangler goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. The bull stands up, picks Ravanja up, then lifts him onto his left shoulder again. Ravanja is squirming, lands onto his feet behind the bull, then pushes him into the anaconda. The anaconda falls off the ledge of the ring, lands onto the floor, then he groans. The bull is staggering, then turns around. Ravanja kicks the bull's stomach. The bull groans, then bends over. Ravanja runs, bounces off of the ropes on the side of the ring, does a knee lift, wraps his arms around the bull's head, then does a neck breaker onto him. The bull groans. Is this it? Asked announcer number 2. Ravanja covers the bull. 1, 2. The anaconda slides into the ring, then lands onto Ravanja. 2, said referee number 5. Anaconda saves the match, said announcer number 1. Wait. What does he have? Asked announcer number 2. Ravanja stands up, then turns around. The anaconda swings one of the tag titles. The tag title hits Ravanja's head. Hey, why'd you do that? Ring the bell, said referee number 5. Bell dings. Here's your winner by disqualification. And still your tag team champions, Ravanja and the Strangler, said announcer number 3. Anaconda just disqualified himself, said announcer number 1. I don't think he could beat them. So, he disqualified himself instead, said announcer number 2. And this was becoming a great match. And now Anaconda has to tell Bull what he did, said announcer number 1. I have a feeling he'll lie, said announcer number 2. Maybe. Well, folks, we turn our attention to the next match, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is a 5-way Extreme Rules match, and is for the Transcontinental Championship. Introducing the challengers, the Thunder, the Martyr, Bombardment, Mr. Indestructible, and the Transcontinental Champion, the Hallowed, said announcer number 3. The Hallowed hands the title to referee number 6. Referee number 6 raises the title. walks towards the ropes, then hands it to number 1. Beldings. The hallowed superkicks Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible falls onto the mat. He groans, then rolls outside of the ring. A superkick out of nowhere, said announcer number 2. Bombardment runs at the hallowed. The hallowed pulls down the top rope. Bombardment goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. The martyr runs at the hallowed. The hallowed lifts the martyr over the top rope. The martyr lands onto the ledge of the ring. The hallowed turns around. The martyr punches the hallowed. The hallowed groans, then turns around. The thunder dropkicks the hallowed. The hallowed lands onto the mat, then he groans. The thunder stands up. The martyr jumps up, then does a springboard crossbody onto the thunder. 1, 2. The thunder kicks out. 2, said referee number 6. Both the martyr and the thunder stand up. The martyr goes to kick the thunder. The thunder catches the martyr's left leg. The martyr goes for an enziguri onto the thunder. The thunder ducks. The martyr lands face first onto the mat, then he groans. Martyr just landed onto the mat face first, said announcer number 1. Ow! That looked like it hurt, said announcer number 2. The thunder picks the martyr up, then whips him into the corner. The martyr groans. The thunder runs at the martyr. The martyr lifts the thunder over the top rope. The thunder lands onto the floor, then he groans. That's a long fall, said announcer number 1. The martyr turns around. The hallowed does a jumping corner body splash onto the martyr. The martyr groans, then walks out of the corner. The hallowed punches the martyr. The martyr lands onto the mat, then he groans. Bombardment slides into the ring, then stands up. The hallowed goes to punch bombardment. Bombardment blocks, then continuously punches the hallowed. The hallowed, continuously groaning, then staggers backwards into the ropes. Bombardment bounces the hallowed off of the ropes, then does a back elbow onto him. The hallowed lands onto the mat, then he groans. Bombardment bounces off of the ropes, then does a leg drop onto the hallowed. The hallowed goes limp. 1, 2. Mr. Indestructible kicks Bombardment's head. 2, said referee number 6. Mr. Indestructible saves the match, said announcer number 2. Bombardment stands up. Mr. Indestructible is hitting Bombardment's back. Bombardment is groaning, then punches Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible groans, then walks away. Bombardment approaches Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible kicks Bombardment's stomach, grabs his head, then bounces it off the top turnbuckle. Bombardment groans, then turns around. Mr. Indestructible kicking Bombardment. Bombardment is groaning. Mr. Indestructible whips Bombardment. Bombardment reverses it. Mr. Indestructible goes into the opposite corner. Bombardment runs at Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible moves. Bombardment goes face first into the corner. He groans, then turns around. Mr. Indestructible lifts Bombardment, then slams him onto the mat. Bombardment groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Mr. Indestructible lifted Bombardment like he weighs nothing, said announce number 1. The martyr stands up, then continuously punches Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible continuously groaning, then staggers backwards into the ropes. The martyr runs, then bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Mr. Indestructible clotheslines the martyr. The martyr flips onto the mat, then he groans. What a clothesline, said announcer number 2. The martyr stands up. Mr. Indestructible lifts the martyr over his head. Look at the strength of Mr. Indestructible. And martyr is a grown man, said announcer number 1. Mr. Indestructible turns around. The hallowed superkicks. Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible staggers backwards, then lets go of the martyr. The martyr lands on top of Bombardment. "Oh my God. Hopefully none of them are hurt," said announcer number 2. "Yeah, that was dangerous. What was Hallowed thinking?" asked announcer number 1. Mr. Indestructible is kneeling against the ropes, then stands up. The Hallowed continuously clotheslines Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible continuously falls onto the mat, groans, then stands up. The Hallowed lifts Mr. Indestructible, then slams him onto the mat. Mr. Indestructible groans. The Hallowed goes through the middle rope, then starts climbing up the turnbuckle. "Hallowed wants to end this now," said announcer number 2. The Hallowed gets to the top turnbuckle. A kendo stick hits the Hallowed. The Hallowed groans, then sits onto the top turnbuckle. The Thunder appears on the ledge of the ring, then swings the kendo stick. The kendo stick hits the Hallowed again. The Hallowed groans. The Thunder goes through the middle rope, then continuously turns around and swings the kendo stick. The kendo stick continuously hitting both Mr. Indestructible and the Hallowed. Both Mr. Indestructible and the Hallowed continuously groaning. The Thunder stops, then throws the kendo stick. "Thunder has taken over this match," said announcer number 1. The Thunder looks at Mr. Indestructible, at the Hallowed, then climbs onto the second rope. "What is Thunder thinking here?" asked announcer number 2. The Thunder sets the Hallowed up for a suplex. "Thunder's gonna try to suplex Hallowed," said announcer number 1. The Thunder looks down, sees Mr. Indestructible laying on the mat. The Hallowed steps onto the top turnbuckle. The Thunder suplexes the Hallowed off the top turnbuckle. Both the Hallowed and the Thunder land on top of Mr. Indestructible. All three are groaning. "What a suplex that was," said announcer number 2. "And now all three are down," said announcer number 1. Both Bombardment and the Martyr are standing up outside of the ring. They pick up the ring skirt, then pull out a table. "Here's a table," said announcer number 2. "Not just one, there's a few there," said announcer number 1. Both Bombardment and the Martyr are setting up the tables outside of the ring. The Martyr is walking around the ring, then grabbing 2 steel chairs. "Here," said the Martyr, handing a steel chair. Bombardment grabs a steel chair. Both Bombardment and the Martyr slide into the ring. Then stand up. The Thunder stands up. The Martyr swings his steel chair. The steel chair hits the Thunder's head. The Thunder falls onto the mat, then he groans. The Hallowed slowly standing up. Bombardment swings his chair. The steel chair hits the Hallowed's head. The Hallowed falls onto the mat, then he groans. Mr. Indestructible stands up, then turns around. The Martyr swings his steel chair. The steel chair hits Mr. Indestructible's head. Mr. Indestructible falls onto the mat, then he groans. "Bombardment and Martyr have taken over," said announcer number 2. "Get a table," said the Martyr. Bombardment goes through the middle rope, then goes to grab a table. The Martyr quickly covers Mr. Indestructible. 1, 2. Mr. Indestructible kicks out. 2, said referee number 6. Martyr almost had it. "There," said announcer number 1. Bombardment turns around, then stares at the Martyr. "Bombardment just realized what Martyr did," said announcer number 2. Bombardment climbs onto the ledge of the ring. "You tried to screw me," said Bombardment. "I'm sorry. I want to win," said the Martyr. "So do I," said Bombardment. "I'm sorry," said the Martyr. "Oh, you're sorry," said Bombardment. I think it's about to explode between these two friends, said announcer number 1. A steel chair hits the martyr's back. The martyr groans, then falls onto the second rope. Bombardment looks up. The hallowed appears holding a steel chair, then swings it. The steel chair hits Bombardment's head. Bombardment groans, then sways. On the ledge of the ring, the hallowed looks at Bombardment, then swings the steel chair again. The steel chair hits Bombardment's head again. Bombardment is swaying move on the ledge of the ring, then holding onto the top rope. The hallowed drops the steel chair, then superkicks Bombardment. Bombardment groans, "Let's go over top rope," falls off the ledge of the ring, then goes thorough the set up tables. Bombardment just went through those tables him and martyr set up, said announcer number 2. The hallowed turns around. The thunder kicks the hallowed stomach. The hallowed groans. The thunder sets the hallowed up for a suplex, lifts the hallowed, then does vertical suplex power slam onto him. The hallowed groans. The thunder covers the hallowed. Will this be it? Asked announcer number 1. 1, 2, said referee number 6. Mr. Indestructible lands onto the thunder. The thunder groans. Mr. Indestructible picks the thunder up, throws him through the middle rope. The thunder lands onto the floor, then he groans. Mr. Indestructible picks the hallowed up, then sets him up for a full Nelson. The hallowed is squirming, then runs backwards into the corner. Mr. Indestructible groans, then holds onto the full Nelson. The hallowed runs backwards into the corner again. Mr. Indestructible groans. The martyr runs at both Mr. Indestructible and the hallowed, then does a corner dropkick onto them. Both Mr. Indestructible and the hallowed land onto the mat. What a corner dropkick, said announcer number 2. The martyr picks Mr. Indestructible up, runs, then throws him through the middle rope. Mr. Indestructible lands onto the floor. He groans, then holds his left shoulder. I think Mr. Indestructible may have injured his shoulder, said announcer number 1. The martyr turns around, then looks at the hallowed. The hallowed stands up. The martyr grabs the hallowed by his throat, lifts him up, then chokeslams him. The hallowed groans. The martyr covers the hallowed. 1, 2. The thunder lands onto the martyr. The martyr groans. 2, said referee number 6. Another close call, said announcer number 2. The thunder picks the martyr up, runs, then throws him into the corner. The martyr groans, then lands onto the ledge of the ring. Thunder sends martyr into the ring post, said announcer number 1. The thunder turns around, approaches the hallowed, then picks him up. I think Thunder's thinking for his suplex, said announcer number 2. The thunder lifts the hallowed. The hallowed lands onto his feet behind. The thunder then staggers towards the ropes. Mr. Indestructible is slowly climbing onto the ledge of the ring. The thunder runs at the hallowed. The hallowed moves. The thunder hits Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible falls off the ledge of the ring, lands onto the floor, then he groans. The thunder turns around. The hallowed superkicks the thunder. Another superkick by hallowed, said announcer number 1. The hallowed goes through the middle rope, then climbs up the turn. Buckle. Hallowed's heading up top, said announcer number 2. The hallowed gets to the top turn buckle. Looks down at the thunder, jumps off of it, then does a body splash onto him. The thunder groans. The martyr rolls into the ring, stands up, grabs the hallowed, then throws him through the middle rope. The hallowed lands onto the floor, then he groans. Martyr sends hallowed outside of the ring, said announcer number 1. I think he's gonna take advantage of the situation, said announcer number 2. The martyr quickly covers the thunder. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 6. Bell dings. Here's your winner and the new transcontinental champion, the Martyr, said announce number 3. The Martyr is the transcontinental champion, said announcer number 1. I actually didn't expect that to happen. I really thought Hallowed was gonna be able to retain. But I guess Martyr was just at the right moment and time, said announcer number 2. I agree with you on that. Congratulations to Martyr. His very first singles title, said announcer number 1. It's about time, said announcer number 2. Well, folks, we want to thank you for watching. And remember, we still have night 2 to get through. Be safe out there and good night, said announcer number 1. Bye-bye, said announcer number 2 waving. The Martyr is walking up ramp. Stops, then holds up the title. The crowd is cheering. The night 2. The crowd is cheering. Hello everyone and welcome to night 2 of the 3rd annual Blood Slam. We're here with our friends from the Wild Bowl. How are you guys doing? Asked announcer number 1. We're doing great. And it's great to see everyone for night 2. And I can't wait to get started, said announcer number 4. Me either, because now these matches get more serious up until the main event, said announcer number 5. Well, let's head back to our friends, so they could start us off for the night, guys, said announcer number 4. Thanks. And I think we should head to the ring for our first match, said announcer number 1. I'm as ready as I'll ever be, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is a fatal 4-way, and is for the U.S. Continental Championship. Introducing the challengers, the Unforgiving, Onyx, Morphos, and the U.S. Continental Champion, the Messenger, said announcer number 3. The Messenger hands the title to referee number 1. Referee number 1 raises the title, walks towards the ropes, then hands it to number 1. Bell dings. Onyx goes towards the Messenger. The Messenger goes through the middle ropes. Onyx goes through the middle ropes, then chases the Messenger. Onyx is on Messenger's tail, said announce number 1. Get him, Onyx, said announcer number 2. The Messenger jumps over the barricade, then runs through the crowd. Onyx stops next to the barricade, then laughs. The Unforgiving slams Morphos onto the mat. Morphos groans. Well, while that was going on outside of the ring, the Unforgiving has been taking it to Morphos, said announcer number 1. The Unforgiving picks Morphos up, bounces him off of the ropes, then bends over. Morphos kicks the Unforgiving's chest, then leans onto ropes. The Unforgiving stands up behind Morphos. Morphos is holding his face, looks at the screen, then turns around. The Unforgiving clotheslines Morphos over the top rope. Morphos lands onto the floor, then rolls onto it. Onyx slides into the ring, then stands up. The Unforgiving turns around, then looks at Onyx. Here we go, said announcer number 2. Both Onyx and the Unforgiving start punching each other. Only one could win this first fight, said announcer number 1. The Unforgiving punches Onyx. Onyx groans, staggers, then shakes his head. That dazed Onyx, said announcer number 2. The Unforgiving goes to punch Onyx again. Onyx blocks, then continuously punches the Unforgiving. The Unforgiving continuously groaning, then staggers backwards into the ropes. Onyx bounces the Unforgiving off of the ropes, then clotheslines him. The Unforgiving falls onto the mat, he groans, then stands up. Onyx lifts the Unforgiving, then slams him onto the mat. The Unforgiving groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Now that's power, said announcer number 1. Morphose is climbing onto the ledge of the ring. Onyx looks at Morphose, approaches him, then goes to grab him. Morphose grabs Onyx's head, then hangs him off the top rope. Onyx gasps, then staggers backwards. Morphose hung Onyx off the top rope, said announcer number 2. This could be his moment to take advantage, said announcer number 1. Morphose climbs onto the ledge of the ring, then goes up the turnbuckle. Morphose is heading up top. Onyx shakes his head, then turns around. Morphose jumps off the top rope, then does a clothesline onto Onyx. Onyx falls onto the mat. Then he groans. Onyx is down, said announcer number 1. Morphose covers Onyx. 1, 2. Onyx throws Morphose off himself. 2, said referee number 1. Onyx just threw Morphose off of him, said announcer number 2. Onyx slowly kneels onto the mat. Morphose quickly stands up, runs, then starts punching Onyx. Onyx continuously groaning, then pushes Morphose. Morphose falls onto the mat. He groans, then stands up. Onyx clotheslines Morphose. Morphose lands onto the mat, then he groans again. What a clothesline, said announcer number 1. Morphose slowly stands up. Onyx runs at Morphose, pushes him into the corner, then tilts his head back. Morphose shakes his head. Onyx chops Morphose's chest. Morphose groans, then falls onto his knees. Oh my! That chop was very loud, said announcer number 2. Onyx picks Morphose up, places him into the corner, pushes his head back, then chops his chest again. Morphose groans, then falls onto his knees. I don't want to know what that feels like, said announcer number 1. Onyx picks Morphose up, places him into the corner, wraps his arms around him, then throws him across the ring. Morphose lands onto the mat, then he groans. That is strength. Because Morphose is a little over 6 feet tall and a grown man. And you have a 7-foot giant throwing him around like nothing, said announcer number 2. It's very scary strength, said announcer number 1. The unforgiving slides into the ring, then stands up. Onyx turns around. The unforgiving continuously clotheslines Onyx. Onyx continuously groaning, then standing up. The unforgiving lifts Onyx. Oh my God! Unforgiving has Onyx in his arms, said announcer number 2. The unforgiving turns towards the audience, then slams Onyx onto the mat. Onyx groans, then rolls towards the ropes. I've never seen Onyx fully off his feet. I know Cataclysm lifted him, but he never actually held him like Unforgiving just did, said announcer number 1. Morphose is standing up in the corner. The unforgiving runs at Morphose. Morphose boots the unforgiving. The unforgiving groans, then staggers away. Morphose jumps onto the second rope, then leaps at the unforgiving. The unforgiving clotheslines Morphose in midair. Morphose lands onto the mat, then he groans. Unforgiving just clotheslined Morphose in midair, said announcer number 2. The unforgiving looks. Onyx is standing up next to the ropes. The unforgiving runs at Onyx, then clotheslines him over the top rope. Onyx lands onto the floor, then he groans. Unforgiving has taken over this match, said announcer number 1. The unforgiving turns around. Morphose slowly stands up, then turns around. The unforgiving kicks Morphose's stomach, then does a 3/4 jawbreaker onto him. Morphose groans, then falls onto the mat. The unforgiving covers Morphose. Is this it? Asked announcer number 2. 1, 2. The messenger lands onto the unforgiving. 2, said referee number 1. The unforgiving looks at the messenger. The messenger goes through the middle ropes. The unforgiving rolls underneath the ropes, then follows the messenger. You know, with everything going on, I totally forgot about messenger. The unforgiving continues following the messenger. Hey, I was just trying to save my title. Please, don't hurt me, said the messenger. Hurt him badly, unforgiving, said announce number 2. The messenger climbs over the barricade. The unforgiving grabs the messenger's hair. The messenger groans, then turns around. The unforgiving grabs the messenger's body, then throws him over the barricade. The messenger lands onto the floor. He groans, then starts crawling backwards. Wait, please, said the messenger, holding out his hands. The unforgiving grabs the messenger's left hand, pulls him onto his feet, then grabs his face. You know, you deserve this, said the unforgiving, lifting the messenger over his head. The messenger is shaking his head. The unforgiving turns around, then drops the messenger. Onyx spears the unforgiving through the barricade. Both Onyx and the unforgiving are laying motionless on the floor. I think both Onyx and the unforgiving are knocked out, said announcer number 1. The messenger stands up, looks at Morphos slowly moving inside of the ring, slides into it, then stands up. Morphos stands up. The messenger sets Morphos up for a full Nelson, lifts him up, then does a full Nelson slam onto him. Morphos groans. Will this be it? Asked announcer number 2. The messenger hooks Morphos' legs. 1, 2. Morphos barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Morphos kicked out, said announcer number 1. And quat? What? And quat? What? And quat? No way. Did you count right? Asked the messenger. It was a 2 count, messenger, said referee number 1. Messenger can't believe Morphos kicked out, said announce number 2. Both referee number 1 and the messenger are arguing. Onyx slides into the ring, stands up, then runs at the messenger. The messenger moves himself and referee number 1. Onyx spears Morphos. Morphos goes limp. Onyx just speared Morphos when he was aiming for messenger, said announce number 1. I can't believe that, said announcer number 2. Onyx stands up, then turns around. The messenger kicks Onyx in his testicles. Onyx groans, then falls onto his knee. The messenger boots Onyx's head. Onyx falls onto the mat. The messenger covers Morphos. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Here's your winner and still the U.S. Continental Champion, the messenger, said announce number 3. The messenger rolls outside of the ring. Referee number 1 runs around the ring, then hands the title to the messenger. The messenger raises the title. Onyx continues groaning, then looks up at the messenger. The messenger is smiling, then patting the title. It's mine, Onyx, said the messenger, walking up the ramp. I can't believe messenger outsmarted Onyx again, said announce number 1. I can't believe messenger survived with his title, said announcer number 2. True. Well, folks, we now turn to our friends from the Wild Bowl for their next match, said announcer number 1. Thank you, my friends. And what a match that was. Huh? Asked announcer number 4. It was really something. But I can't wait for this next match. Tons of mass in the same, right? Said announcer number 5. Well, let's head to the ring for our next match, said announcer number 4. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for 1 fall. Is a triple threat match. And is for the Earthly Championship. Introducing the challengers first, the Hippo. His opponent, the Demolisher. And their opponent, he is the Earthly Champion, the Duke. said announcer number 6. The Duke hands the title to referee number 2. Referee number 2 raises the title, walks towards the ropes, then hands it to number 1. Bell dings. The Duke punches the Demolisher, kicks the Hippo, then punches him. The Hippo groans, then walks away. The Duke turns around. The Demolisher knees the Duke's stomach. The Duke groans. The Demolisher whips the Duke into the corner. The Duke groans. The Demolisher runs at the Duke. The Duke does a back elbow onto the Demolisher. The Demolisher groans, then walks away. The Hippo clotheslines the Demolisher, then continuously punches the Duke. The Duke continuously groaning. Hippo is really taking it to Duke, said announcer number 5. The Duke blocks, grabs the Hippo's head, then head butts him. The Hippo groans, then falls onto the mat. Hippo got headbutted by Duke, said announcer number 4. The Demolisher stands up. The Duke kicks the Demolisher's stomach, then does a DDT onto him. You never really see Duke do a DDT, said announcer number 5. The Duke covers the Demolisher. 1, 2. The Demolisher kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. The Duke stands up. The Hippo punches the Duke. The Duke groans, then walks towards the ropes. The Hippo approaches the Duke. The Duke kicks the Hippo's stomach. The Hippo groans. The Duke grabs the Hippo's head, then bounces it off the top turnbuckle. The Hippo groans, then turns around. The Duke does a corner elbow onto the Hippo. The Hippo groans, then falls onto his knees. The Duke head butts the Hippo. The Hippo falls onto both of his knees. The Duke picks the Hippo up. The Demolisher stands up, runs, then does a corner body splash onto both the Duke and the Hippo. Both the Duke and the Hippo are groaning. The Duke walks out of the corner backwards, then falls onto the mat. The Hippo walking out of the corner then falls onto the Duke's testicles. The Duke groans. Oh, that ain't no place to be. Hit, said announcer number 4. The Demolisher picks the Hippo up, then throws him through the middle rope. The Hippo lands into the floor, then he groans. There goes Hippo, said announcer number 5. The Demolisher looks at the Duke. The Duke is slowly standing up. The Demolisher lifts the Duke, then slams him onto the mat. The Duke groans. Demolisher just lifted Duke, said announcer number 4. The Demolisher grabs the Duke's left arm, then drags him towards the corner. Demolisher might be thinking about his finisher, said announcer number 5. The Demolisher jumps onto the second rope, looks down at the Duke, leaps off of it, then goes for a body splash. The Duke moves. The Demolisher lands face first onto the mat, then he groans. Demolisher missed. And now Duke is gonna take advantage, said announcer number 4. The Demolisher stands up, then turns around. The Duke grabs the Demolisher by his throat, lifts him up, then chokeslams him. The Demolisher lands onto the mat, then he groans. The Duke turns the Demolisher onto his stomach, kneels onto his back, then locks in half a camel clutch. The Demolisher is groaning. I don't know how long Demolisher could be in this submission, said announcer number 5. The Demolisher continues groaning, then tries reaching for the bottom rope. The Hippo slides into the ring, stands up, picks up a steel chair, then swings it. The steel chair hits the Duke's back. The Duke groans, then breaks the submission. The Hippo swings the steel chair again. The steel chair hits the Duke's back again. The Duke groans, then falls onto his knees. The Hippo raises the steel chair. The Duke stands up, then turns around. The steel chair hits the Duke's head. The Duke falls onto the mat, then he groans. That was a chair shot, said announcer number 4. The demolisher stands up. The hippo swings the steel chair. The steel chair hits the demolisher's back. The demolisher groans, falls through the middle rope, then lands onto the floor. The hippo places the steel chair onto the mat. The duke is slowly moving. The hippo picks up the duke, then kicks his stomach. The duke groans, then bends over. The hippo jumps up, then does a famouser onto him. The duke's head goes into the steel chair. He groans, then rolls onto his back. The hippo covers the duke. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 2. Bell dings. Here's your winner and the new earthly champion, the hippo, said announce number 6. Hippo has become the earthly champion, said announcer number 5. Congratulations to Hippo. I wouldn't even have expected that to happen, said announcer number 4. Me either, said announcer number 5. Well, folks, we now turn our attention to the Solar Championship match, said announcer number 4. I can't wait, said announcer number 5. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is a 5-man free-for-all, and is for the Solar Championship. Introducing the challengers, Thunderbolt, the Governor, Diablo, the Fluke, and the Solar Champion, Dread, said announcer number 6. Bell dings. All 5 men are attacking each other. Thunderbolt continuously punching Dread. Dread continuously groaning. Thunderbolt grabs Dread's left arm, then whips him into the opposite corner. Dread groans. Thunderbolt runs at Dread. Dread boots Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt walks away. Dread jumps onto the second rope. Thunderbolt turns around. Dread jumps off the second rope, then does a Hurricane Rana onto Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt rolls outside of the ring. Both Diablo and the Governor are kicking the Fluke. The Fluke is groaning, then slides down the corner. Diablo taps the Governor. I'll whip you into him, said Diablo. The Governor nods his head. Diablo whips the Governor. The Governor knees the Fluke's head. Oh, Fluke could be spinning, said announcer number 4. Now me, said Diablo. The Governor whips Diablo. Diablo corner dropkick onto the Fluke. The Fluke groans, then falls onto the mat. What a dropkick, said announcer number 5. Both Diablo and the Governor turn around. Dread runs at both Diablo and the Governor, then double dropkicks them. Both Diablo and the Governor land onto the mat, then they groan. Dread stands up, then yells. The crowd is cheering. Thunderbolt climbs onto the ledge of the ring. Dread runs at Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt shoulder blocks Dread's stomach. Dread groans. Thunderbolt jumps over the ropes, rolls onto Dread's back, lands onto his feet, runs, then bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Dread goes to clothesline Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt ducks, then bounces off of the ropes. Both Dread and Thunderbolt go for a crossbody, collide into each other, fall onto the mat, then they groan. Both men were going for the same thing, said announcer number 4. Both Diablo and the Governor stand up, then continuously kicking both Dread and Thunderbolt. Both Dread and Thunderbolt continuously groaning. Get them out, said Diablo. Both Diablo and the Governor pick both Dread and Thunderbolt up, then throw them through the middle ropes on opposite sides of the ring. Both Dread and Thunderbolt land onto the floor. The Fluke stands up, then hits Diablo from his left side. Diablo falls into the corner. The Governor hits the Fluke's back. The Fluke groans. The Governor punches the Fluke. The Fluke falls onto his knees, then groans. The Governor slaps the Fluke's head. You think you could beat us, boy? Come on. Give me your best shot, said the Governor. The Fluke looks at The governor then head-butts him. The governor groans, then walks away. Nice headbutt by Fluke, said announcer number 5. The governor turns around, then runs at the Fluke. The Fluke lifts the governor over the top rope. The governor lands onto the floor. The Fluke stands up, looks at the governor, runs, then bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Diablo clotheslines the Fluke hard. The Fluke falls onto the mat, then he groans. What a clothesline, said announcer number 4. Gov, are you all right? Asked Diablo. The governor nods his head, then stands up outside of the ring. Thunderbolt runs, jumps onto the steel stairs, then does a crossbody onto the governor. The governor groans. What a crossbody, said announcer number 5. Diablo looks at Thunderbolt, runs, then bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Dread pulls onto Diablo's legs, drags him outside of the ring, then throws him into the steel stairs. Diablo groans. Thunderbolt picks the governor up, then throws him into the barricade. The governor, Dread, climbs onto the ledge of the ring, sees the Fluke laying in the middle of the ring, jumps up, then does a springboard elbow drop onto him. The Fluke groans. Dread's springboard elbow connects, said announcer number 4. Dread covers the Fluke. 1, 2. Thunderbolt lands onto Dread. 2, said referee number 3. Thunderbolt saves the match, said announcer number 5. Thunderbolt picks Dread up. Dread moves his Thunderbolt's arms, then punches him. Thunderbolt groans. Dread runs, then bounces off of the ropes. Thunderbolt lifts Dread, does a flapjack onto him, holds onto his left leg, rolls through, then locks in a half crab onto him. Dread is groaning. A half crab submission has been locked in, said announcer number 4. What does Dread need to do? Asked announcer number 5. Try to find a way out of this submission, said announcer number 4. Thunderbolt bends a little further backwards. Dread starts screaming. Oh, our bodies don't bend that far, said announcer number 5. Diablo slides into the ring, then stands up. Thunderbolt opens his eyes, then sees Diablo. Diablo superkicks Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt groans, then falls onto the mat. Oh, what a superkick by Diablo, said announcer number 4. The Fluke stands up next to the ropes. Diablo looks at the Fluke, then superkicks him. The Fluke goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. There goes the Fluke. The Fluke slowly stands up outside of the ring, then turns around. The governor spears the Fluke onto the floor. The Fluke groans. What a spear by governor, said announcer number 5. The governor slides into the ring, then kneels in the corner. Thunderbolt is slowly standing up. Diablo superkicks Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt groans, then turns around. The governor spears Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Diablo points at Dread. The governor nods his head. Now they turn their attention to the champion, said announcer number 4. Dread is slowly standing up, turns around, then collapses. Dread could barely stand cause of that half crab, said announcer number 5. Gov, hold him. The governor kicks Dread a few times. Dread is groaning. The governor picks Dread up. Diablo goes to superkick Dread. Dread moves. Diablo superkicks the governor. The governor falls through the middle rope, lands onto the floor, then he groans. Government, Gov, said Diablo. You superkicked his head off. Diablo, he's out, said announcer number 4. Dread rolls up Diablo. 1, 2. Diablo kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. Dread almost retained, said announcer number 5. Both Diablo and Dread stand up. Dread goes to clothesline Diablo. Diablo ducks. Dread bounces off of the ropes. Diablo dropkicks Dread's left leg. Dread flips onto the mat, then he groans. Right to that injured leg of Dread. Dread slowly stands up, then turns around. Diablo superkicks Dread. Dread falls onto the mat, then groans. Diablo hooks both of Dread's legs. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 3. Bell dings. Here's your winner and the new Solar Champion, Diablo, said announce number 6. Diablo has won his first singles championship, said announce number 4. Man, this match was crazy. And who knew Diablo would have pulled it off, said announcer number 5. I was actually cheering for Dread to retain, said announcer number 4. So was I, said announcer number 5. Well, folks, we send you back to our friends, said announcer number 4. Thank you too. Man, what a match that was, said announcer number 2. There were people being kicked and speared all over the place. But ladies and gentlemen, we now turn to the Global Championship, said announce number 1. Bell ding. This match is scheduled for one fall. Eyes. An 8-man battle royale. And is for the Global Championship. Introducing the challengers: Fatal, Fury, Swine, The Crow, Mutiny, Macho Monster, Caesar, Sphinx and the Global Champion, Buster, said number 3. Bell dings. All 8 men are attacking each other. And the Battle Royale has begun. Who are you rooting for in this match? Asked announcer number 2. I have my money on the champ, Buster, said announcer number 1. Mine's on Macho Monster, said announce number 2. Mutiny is punching Caesar. Caesar groans. Then walks towards the corner. Mutiny kicks Caesar's stomach. Caesar groans. Mutiny lifts Caesar's right leg onto the top rope. Caesar punches Mutiny. Mutiny groans, then lets go of Caesar. Caesar grabs Mutiny's head, then bounces it off the top turnbuckle. Mutiny groans, walks along the ropes, then stops. Caesar grabs Mutiny's legs, then lifts him onto the ropes. Mutiny holding onto the ropes. Caesar's trying to eliminate Mutiny now, said announce number 1. Caesar lifts Mutiny's over the top rope. Mutiny holds onto the ropes, dangles, then pulls himself up onto the ledge of the ring. Caesar walks away, holds out his arms, then turns around. Mutiny stands up onto the ledge of the ring. Caesar runs at Mutiny. Mutiny pulls down the top rope. Caesar goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. Caesar's gone, said announcer number 2. Mutiny stands up onto the ledge of the ring, smiles, then waves at Caesar. Bye-bye, said Mutiny laughing, then turning around. Macho Monster appears. Mutiny's eyes widen. Macho Monster grabs Mutiny's hair. Mutiny groans, grabs Macho Monster's head, hangs him off the top rope, then lands onto the floor. Mutiny just eliminated himself, said announcer number 1. What an idiot and a coward. A real man would have taken a beating from Macho Monster, said announcer number 2. Swine continuously punching Buster. Buster continuously groaning. Swine whips Buster. Buster reverses it. Swine goes into the corner. He groans, then walks out of it. Buster grabs Swine by his throat, lifts him up, then chokeslams him. Swine lands onto the mat, then he groans again. Buster picks Swine up, leans him against the ropes, then tries lifting him over the top rope. Buster's trying to eliminate Swine, said announce number 2. You could do it, Buster. I know you can, said announcer number 1. Buster lifts Swine over the top rope more. Swine is struggling. Then punches Buster's stomach. Buster groans, then lets go of Swine. Swine lands inside of the ring. Then punches Buster. Buster groans, then walks away. Swine whips Buster into the corner, runs at him. Then does a corner body splash onto him. Buster groans, then falls onto the mat. Buster just got squashed, said announcer number 2. Get up, Buster, said announcer number 1. Swine picks Buster up, lifts him onto his right shoulder, then tries throwing him over the top rope. Buster is holding onto the top rope. Swine continues struggling. Buster lands onto his feet behind Swine, grabs his leg, then lifts him over the top rope. Swine is holding onto the ropes. Eliminate him, Buster, said announce number 2. The Crow runs over, grabs Buster's legs, then lifts him over the top rope. Swine lands onto the ledge of the ring. Buster lands onto the floor. No, Buster has been eliminated, said announcer number 1. Fatal Fury hits the Crow's back. The Crow groans. Fatal Fury continuously punching the Crow. The Crow continuously groaning. Fatal Fury bounces the Crow off of the ropes, then goes to punch him. The Crow holds onto the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Fatal Fury runs at the Crow, then jumps at him. The Crow ducks. Fatal Fury goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. Fatal Fury just accidentally eliminated himself, said announce number 2. And we're down to 4, said announcer number 1. At least my choice is still in this, said announcer number 2. All 3 look at each other, then at Macho Monster. Macho Monster looks at all 3 of them. Come on then, said Macho Monster. All 3 are attacking Macho Monster. Macho Monster is groaning, then goes into the corner. They're ganging up on your pick, said announcer number 1. Come on, Macho Monster. You could tear these guys apart, said announcer number 2. All 3 continuously punching Macho Monster. Macho Monster pushes all 3 of them. All 3 fall onto the mat. Sphinx runs at Macho Monster. Macho Monster boots Sphinx, then walks out of the corner. Swine continuously punches Macho Monster. Macho Monster continuously groaning, then staggers backwards into the ropes. Swine bounces Macho Monster off of the ropes. Macho Monster reverses it. Swine bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Macho Monster lifts Swine, then does a sidewalk slam onto him. Swine groans, then rolls towards the ropes. Macho Monster stands up. The Crow punches Macho Monster. Macho Monster looks at the Crow. Crow just made a stupid decision, said announcer number 1. Macho Monster grabs the Crow, pushes him into the corner, then stares at him. Please, don't hurt me, said the Crow. Macho Monster wraps his arms around the Crow, then throws him across the ring. The Crow lands onto the mat, then he groans. Yes, now throw him over the top, Macho Monster, said announce number 2. The Crow stands up in the opposite corner. Macho Monster runs at the Crow. The Crow boots Macho Monster. Macho Monster groans, then walks away. The Crow jumps onto the second rope. Macho Monster turns around. The Crow jumps off of the second rope. Macho Monster catches the Crow by his throat. The Crow gasps, "You really think you could beat me?" asked Macho Monster, squeezing the Crow's throat. The Crow continues gasping, then waves. Swine appears behind Macho Monster, then kicks him in his testicles. Macho Monster groans, then lets go of the Crow. Oh no, Macho Monster wasn't paying attention to Swine, said announcer number 1. Macho Monster is leaning against the ropes. Come on, help us, said the Crow. All 3 lift Macho Monster over the top rope. Macho Monster lands onto the floor, then he groans. "Well, there goes my pick," said announcer number 2. Both Swine and the Crow turn around. Sphinx continuously punches both Swine and the Crow. "Sphinx ain't wasting any time," said announcer number 1. Sphinx kicks Swine's stomach, then turns around. The Crow clotheslines Sphinx. Sphinx falls onto the mat, then he groans. "What a clothesline," said announcer number 2. "Let's teach him a lesson he'll never forget," said the Crow. Both Swine and the Crow continuously kicking Sphinx. Sphinx continuously groaning. "Looks like both Swine and the Crow are gonna be working together," said announce number 1. "And that ain't good for Sphinx," said announce number 2. The Crow picks Sphinx up, then whips him into the corner. Sphinx groans. "Whip me." Swine whips the Crow. The Crow does a corner clothesline onto Sphinx. "Your turn," said the Crow. Swine runs at Sphinx, then does a corner body splash onto him. Sphinx groans, then falls onto his knees. "Sphinx is definitely out of it," said announcer number 1. "Let's get him out," said the Crow. Both Swine and the Crow pick Sphinx up. Swine lifts Sphinx onto his right shoulder, then walks towards the ropes. Sphinx is holding onto the top rope. Swine is struggling, then throws Sphinx over the top rope. Sphinx is holding onto the top rope, then dangles. "Sphinx is still holding on," said announcer number 2. Sphinx pulls himself up onto the ledge of the ring. Both Swine and the Crow continuously kicking Sphinx. Sphinx continuously groaning. Swine reaches for Sphinx. The Crow grabs Swine's leg, then tries lifting him over the top rope. Swine is struggling, then stands inside of the ring. "What the hell are you doing?" asked Swine. "Hey, I didn't mean to do that. You got to believe me," said the Crow. "You did that intentionally," said Swine. "No, I didn't," said the Crow. Goes to punch Swine. Swine blocks, then continuously punches the Crow. The Crow continuously groaning, then staggers backwards. "It broke down between both Crow and Swine," said announcer number 1. Swine bounces the Crow off of the ropes. The Crow reverses it. Sphinx pulls down the top rope. Swine goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. "Swine is gone," said announcer number 2. Sphinx stands up onto the ledge of the ring. The Crow punches Sphinx. Sphinx groans, then sways on the ledge of the ring. The Crow punches Sphinx again. Sphinx continues swaying on the ledge of the ring. The Crow runs, bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then goes towards Sphinx. Sphinx's shoulder blocks the Crow's stomach. The Crow groans. Sphinx sticks his head between the Crow's legs, then lifts him over the top rope. The Crow lands onto the floor. Bell dings. "Here's your winner and the new global champion, Sphinx," said announce number 3. "Sphinx has done it. He has finally become champion," said announcer number 1. "I can't believe it, but at least it ain't Crow. Though, just imagine the ego he would have," said announcer number 2. "Well, congratulations to Sphinx. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we turn our attention to the Galaxy Championship," said announcer number 1. Bell dings. "This match is scheduled for one fall, is a fatal 4-way, and is for the Galaxy Championship. Introducing the challengers, Domino, Extinction, Pitbull and the Galaxy Champion. Twister," said announcer number 3. Bell dings. "Hey, you 3 listen to me. This is my time. This is my title. I'm gonna beat all 3 of you for this title, and there's nothing you could do about it," said Domino, swinging his fist. Twister ducks, sets Domino up for a full Nelson, lifts him up then. Does a sit-out full Nelson onto him. Domino groans. Pitbull picks Domino up, lifts him into his arms. Then does a falling power slam onto him. Domino groans. Both Pitbull and Twister hold out their hands. Extinction walks towards the corner, jumps onto the second rope, looks down at Domino, leaps off of it, then does a second rope body splash onto him. Domino groans, then rolls outside of the ring. There goes Domino, said announcer number 2. Both Pitbull and Twister look at each other, then at Extinction again. Come on, said Extinction. Both Pitbull and Twister are attacking Extinction. Extinction is groaning, then pushes both Pitbull and Twister. Both Pitbull and Twister land onto the mat. They groan, then stand up. Extinction double clotheslines both Pitbull and Twister. Both Pitbull and Twister fall onto the mat, then they groan again. I don't know how they'll be able to stop Extinction, said announcer number 1. Pitbull stands up. Extinction lifts Pitbull, then slams him onto the mat. Pitbull groans. Twister stands up, then turns around. Extinction lifts Twister, then slams onto Pitbull. Both Pitbull and Twister are groaning. Oh man, Twister lands right on top of Pitbull, said announcer number 2. It hurts when someone is thrown onto the mat, but on top of another person, much more pain, said announcer number 1. Both Pitbull and Twister stand up next to the ropes. Extinction runs, then double clotheslines both Pitbull and Twister over the top rope. Both Pitbull and Twister land onto the floor, then they groan. Both Pitbull and Twister get sent right out here in front of us, said announcer number 2. Extinction goes through the middle rope, approaches Pitbull, lifts him over his head, then throws him onto the announce table. Pitbull groans, then rolls onto the floor. Pitbull just bounced off our table, said announcer number 1. Extinction picks Twister up, lifts him over his head, then throws him over the barricade. Twister lands onto the floor. Then he groans. Oh man, there's no padding out there. That's the actual floor, said announcer number 2. Extinction looks, then sees Domino slowly standing up. Domino is finally moving, said announcer number 1. But he might be in trouble, said announcer number 2. Extinction grabs Domino, then picks him up. Domino handcuffs Extinction's right wrist, then to the bottom rope. Extinction pushes Domino, then shakes his wrist. Domino just handcuffed Extinction to the bottom rope, said announcer number 1. Where'd Domino find handcuffs? Asked announcer number 2. I don't know, but that was a smart move, said announcer number 1. Extinction continuously shaking his right hand. The bottom rope is shaking. Domino stands up, walks around the ring, then rolls inside it. That's what you get, said Domino smiling. Domino, look out, said announcer number 2. Pitbull turns Domino around, lifts him in his arms, then does a falling power slam onto him. Domino groans. Pitbull covers Domino. Will this be it? Asked announcer number 1. 1, 2. Domino barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Pitbull almost stole one, said announcer number 2. Extinction continues shaking the bottom rope. Pitbull looks at Extinction, bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then drop kicks him. Extinction groans, then falls onto his knees. What a drop kick, said announcer number 1. Pitbull stands up onto the ledge of the ring, climbs up the turnbuckle, looks down at Domino, jumps off of it, then goes for an elbow drop onto him. Domino moves. Pitbull lands onto the mat. He groans, then holds his left elbow. Pitbull missed that elbow drop, said announcer number 2. Pitbull stands up, then turns around. Domino kicks Pitbull's stomach. Pitbull groans, then bends over. Domino bounces off of the ropes, then does a spinning neckbreaker onto Pitbull. Pitbull lands onto the mat. He groans, then holds his head. What a spinning neckbreaker, said announcer number 1. Domino covers Pitbull. 1, 2. Twister lands onto Domino. 2, said referee number 4. Twister saves the match, said announcer number 2. Yeah, but if he didn't, Domino would be our champion, said announcer number 1. Twister picks Domino up, then punches him. Domino is groaning. Twister spins around, then punches Domino again. Domino falls onto the mat, then he groans. What a spinning punch, said announcer number 2. Twister looks at Pitbull. Pitbull stands up. Twister kicks Pitbull's stomach. Pitbull groans. Twister sets Pitbull up for a powerbomb. I've never seen Twister do a powerbomb, said announcer number 1. Twister lifts Pitbull. Pitbull punches Twister's head. Twister is groaning. Pitbull lands onto his feet in front of Twister, then pushes him. Twister bounces off of the ropes. Pitbull lifts Twister into his arms, then throws him onto his right shoulder. Twister is squirming, then lands onto his feet behind Pitbull. Pitbull turns around, then goes to punch Twister. Twister ducks, sets Pitbull up for a full Nelson, lifts him up, then does sit-out full Nelson onto him. Pitbull groans, then lays onto the mat. Twister goes to cover Pitbull. Domino stands up, grabs Twister, then throws him over the top rope. Twister lands on top of Extinction. Domino just threw Twister onto Extinction, said announcer number 2. Domino quickly covers Pitbull. 1, 2. Pitbull barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Domino almost had it there again, said announcer number 1. Domino stands up, then grabs Pitbull's legs. Twister climbs onto the ledge of the ring. Domino looks at Twister, then slingshots Pitbull. Both Pitbull and Twister collide head. Twister falls off the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. Pitbull is groaning. Domino rolls Pitbull's up. 1, 2. Pitbull kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Almost again, said announcer number 2. Domino stands up, grabs Pitbull's legs, wraps around them, turns him onto his stomach, then locks in a sharpshooter onto him. Pitbull is screaming. The sharpshooter locked in. Will Pitbull tap out? Asked announcer number 1. Pitbull tries crawling towards the ropes. Domino pulls Pitbull into the middle of the ring. Pitbull continues screaming, then tries reaching for the ropes. Domino bends further backwards. Pitbull screams louder, raises his left hand, closes his eyes, then taps out. Ring the bell, said referee number 4. Bell dings. Here's your winner by submission. And the new Galaxy champion, Domino, said announcer number 3. Domino has done it. He pulled it off. He is now the new Galaxy champion, said announcer number 2. I can't believe this. Domino found a way to win. And he is now our champion on Blood Rumble, said announcer number 1. We're all as shocked as you are, said announcer number 2. Domino is standing on the ramp, then raises the title. Well, folks, we turn back to our friends for their next match, said announcer number 1. Thank you so much. And what a match that was, said announcer number 4. I know. Domino is the champion. What? Asked announcer number 5. Well, as we turn now. Up next, the Milky Way Championship is on the line, said announcer number 4. The locker room appears. The sorcerer appears getting ready. The badger approaches. The sorcerer looks up at the badger. Can I help you? Asked the sorcerer. Whoa! I just stopped by too. Wish you luck tonight. Me and you never really actually met. I'm the badger, said the badger. I'm the Milky Way champion, said the sorcerer. Until tonight, said the badger smiling, then walks away. The sorcerer nods his head, then turns around. The badger hits the sorcerer's back. The sorcerer falls into the wall. The badger continuously kicking the sorcerer. The sorcerer continuously groaning. You think you're better than me? Do you really think that? Just because you're a champion? No one's better than me, said the badger kicking the sorcerer's head. The sorcerer groans. The badger walks away. Why attack your opponent before your match? Asked announcer number 5. I don't know why, said announcer number 4. The badger is walking backstage. Badger: why'd you just attack? Sorcerer: when you're about to have a match. Asked woman number 1. See, that's why you're an interviewer. You don't understand why, said the badger, screaming in the distance. The badger turns around. The sorcerer tackles the badger. Both the badger and the sorcerer are rolling around on the floor. The badger kicks the sorcerer off of himself, stands up, then runs. The sorcerer stands up, then chases the badger. The badger continues running, gets to the parking lot, then gets into a car. The car speeds away. The sorcerer stops at the parking lot, then watches the car drive away. Well, I guess badger completely left, said announcer number 5. I guess there won't be any Milky Way championship match tonight. So, I guess we'll send you back to our friends, said announcer number 4. Thank you, guys. Could you believe that? Asked announcer number 1. Why do cowards want to be wrestlers? It's beyond me, said announcer number 2. Well, folks, up next, the Women's Rumble winner takes on the XX champion, said announcer number 1. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is for the XX championship. Introducing the challengers first. She is the winner of the Women's Rumble, Lioness. And her opponent, she is the XX champion, Gem, said announcer number 3. Gem hands the title to referee number 5. Referee number 5 raises the title, walks towards the ropes, then hands it to number 1. Beldings. Both Gem and Lioness are walking around the ring, then lock up. Gem puts a headlock onto Lioness. Lioness groans, bounces Gem off of the ropes, then pushes her. Gem bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Lioness shoulder blocks Gem. Gem falls onto the mat, then she groans. Lioness runs, bounces off of the ropes on the side of the ring, then jumps over Gem. Gem quickly stands up, then does a hip toss onto Lioness. Lioness lands onto the mat, then she groans. Gem covers Lioness. 1. Lioness kicks out. 1. Said referee number 5. Both Gem and Lioness stand up, then look at each other. Don't these two seem like they're the same person? Said announcer number 2. It does seem like that, doesn't it? Said announcer number 1. Both Gem and Lioness go to lock up. Gem kicks Lioness's stomach. Lioness groans. Gem hits Lioness's back. Lioness groans, then falls onto her knees. Gem picks Lioness up, then chops her chest. Lioness groans, then walks towards the corner. Gem is taking it to Lioness, said announcer number 2. Gem punches Lioness. Lioness groans. Gem whips Lioness into the opposite corner. Lioness groans again, then walks out of the corner. Gem clotheslines Lioness. Lioness falls onto the mat, then she groans. Gem covers Lioness. 1, 2. Lioness kicks out. 2, said referee number 5. Jem picks Lioness up, then whips her into the corner. Lioness groans. Jem runs at Lioness. Lioness boots Jem. Jem groans, then walks away. Lioness jumps onto the second rope. Jem turns around. Lioness jumps onto the top turnbuckle, leaps off of it, then does a crossbody onto Jem. Jem groans. What a crossbody by Lioness, said announcer number 1. Lioness stands up, then punches Jem. Jem groans, then walks towards the ropes. Lioness approaches Jem. Jem lifts Lioness over the top rope. Lioness lands onto the ledge of the ring. Jem turns around, then goes to punch Lioness. Lioness ducks, then kicks Jem's face. Jem groans, then falls onto her right knee. What a kick that was. Right into Jem's face, said announcer number 2. That kick could have given her a concussion, said announcer number 1. Lioness starts climbing up the turnbuckle. Jem holds her face, looks up at Lioness, stands up, runs, then hits her. Lioness falls off the top turnbuckle, then lands onto the floor. Oh, that's a long fall, said announcer number 2. Lioness continues groaning, then holds her right leg. I believe Lioness may have injured her leg as she fell off the turnbuckle, said announcer number 1. Jem rolls outside of the ring, then kicks Lioness. Lioness groans. You think you could beat me? You can't beat me. You know why? Because you're from a completely different show, said Jem, slapping Lioness's face. Lioness groans. Oh man, that slap echoed, said announcer number 2. Jem, get her in this ring, now, said referee number 5. Yeah, said Jem, picking Lioness up, then bounces her head off the announce table. Lioness groans. Jem smiles, grabs Lioness, then throws her into the ring. Lioness stops rolling. Jem slides into the ring, stands up, then looks at Lioness. Lioness is slowly standing up. Jem goes for a discus clothesline onto Lioness. Lioness ducks, runs, then bounces off of the ropes. Jem lifts Lioness. Lioness does a head scissors onto Jem. Jem flips onto the mat, then she groans. Nice head scissors by Lioness, said announcer number 1. Jem stands up. Lioness continuously punching Jem. Jem continuously groaning, then staggers backwards into the ropes. Lioness bounces Jem off of the ropes. Jem twists Lioness's left arm, then kicks her right leg. Lioness falls onto the mat, groans, then holds her right leg. Jem is targeting Lioness's injured leg, said announcer number 2. Jem continuously kicking Lioness. Lioness continuously groaning. Jem grabs Lioness's right leg, wraps her arm around it, rolls her onto her stomach, then locks in a half crab. Lioness is screaming. A half crab is locked in. Will Lioness tap out? Asked announcer number 1. Jem tightens the submission. Lioness continues screaming, then starts crawling towards the ropes. Jem continues holding onto the half crab. Lioness reaches for the bottom rope, then grabs it. Break the hold, Jem. She got to the rope. Break the hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jem breaks the submission. You have a 5 count, said referee number 5. I know, said Jem. Jem ain't taking it lightly on Lioness, said announcer number 2. Jem grabs Lioness's legs. Lioness kicking at Jem. Jem kicks Lioness. Lioness groans. Then pushes Jem backwards with her legs. Jem lands onto the mat. She groans, then slowly stands up. Lioness kicked Jem away from her, said announcer number 1. Jem runs at Lioness. Lioness dropkicks Jem's left leg. Jem falls onto the middle rope. Oh, Gem's set up, said announcer number 2. Lioness looks at Gem, bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, runs, then goes for a two-footed kick onto her. Gem moves. Lioness lands onto her feet inside of the ring. Gem quickly stands up, then does a discus clothesline onto Lioness. Lioness lands onto the mat, then she groans. Gem's clothesline connects. Is this it for Lioness? Asked announcer number 1. Gem hooks both of Lioness's legs. 1, 2. Lioness barely kicks out. 2, said announcer number 5. I can't believe Lioness was able to kick out, said announcer number 2. Gem stands up, then waves at Lioness. Get up, said Gem. Lioness slowly stands up, then turns around. Gem goes for a discus clothesline onto Lioness. Lioness ducks, wraps both of Gem's arms, then does a back slide onto her. 1, 2. Gem kicks out. 2, said referee number 5. Lioness almost caught Gem there, said announce number 1. Gem is kneeling next to referee number 5. It was 2, right? 2, asked Gem. It was a 2 count, Gem, said referee number 5. Oh, thank God, said Gem. Gem's made sure it was a 2 count, said announcer number 2. Gem looks at Lioness, stands up, then walks towards her. Lioness quickly stands up, jumps, then does a hurricane rana onto Gem. Gem falls onto the middle rope, then she gasps. Gem's on the second rope, said announcer number 1. Lioness runs, bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then does a two-footed kick onto Gem. Gem falls onto the mat. Lioness's two-footed kick connects to the champion, said announcer number 2. Lioness jumps up, then goes for a springboard body splash onto Gem. Gem raises her knees. Lioness lands onto Gem's knees, then she groans. Gem blocked Lioness's body splash, said announce number 1. Gem wraps her arms around Lioness, then rolls her up. 1, 2. Lioness kicks out. 2, said referee number 5. Lioness kicked out again, said announcer number 2. Gem stands up, picks Lioness up, then lifts her into her left shoulder. What does Gem have planned here? Asked announcer number 1. Gem starts to run. Lioness, squirming, lands onto her feet behind Gem, then does an inverted DDT onto her. Gem groans, then holds her head. What an inverted DDT by Lioness, said announcer number 2. Lioness hooks Gem's right leg. 1, 2. Gem's left leg goes onto the bottom rope. Lioness, her legs on the bottom rope, said referee number 5. Another close call for Lioness, said announce number 1. Lioness stands up, then picks Gem up. Gem grabs Lioness's tights, then pulls her. Lioness goes through the middle rope, lands onto her feet outside of the ring, then collapses onto her left knee. Lioness's right knee is still bothering her, said announcer number 2. Gem sticks her torso through the middle rope, then grabs Lioness's hair. Lioness groans, turns around, then kicks Gem in the left side of her head. Gem groans, then falls onto the mat. What a kick that was, said announcer number 1. Lioness climbs onto the ledge of the ring, jumps up, then goes for a springboard body splash onto Gem. Gem moves. Lioness lands face first onto the mat. Then she groans. Gem moved, said announcer number 2. Both Gem and Lioness stand up. Gem does a discus clothesline onto Lioness. Lioness falls onto the mat, then she groans again. Gem goes to cover Lioness. Gem, I can't count. Lioness's right leg is underneath the ropes, said referee number 5, pointing. Jem looks, then sees Lioness's right leg underneath the ropes. Lioness's right leg saved her, said announcer number 1. But for how much longer? Because I think Jem has this one, said announcer number 2. Jem grabs Lioness's right arm, drags her towards the middle of the ring, falls onto her butt, then she smiles. Jem knows she won, said announcer number 1. Jem crawls towards Lioness, lays onto her, then hooks her left leg. 1, 2. Lioness wraps her arms and legs around Jem's arms, then rolls her up. Jem is shaking her legs. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 5. Bell dings. Here's your winner. And the new XX champion, Lioness, said announcer number 3. Lioness rolls outside of the ring. Jem looks at Lioness, then holds her head. Lioness has become the XX champion, said announcer number 1. And the funny part is, she's not on Hatred Slam. So now Blood Rumble has 2 women champions, said announcer number 2. I wonder how this'll work out. Congratulations to Lioness. Well, folks, we turn to our friends again, said announcer number 1. Thank you guys. And we've reached the main event, said announcer number 4. Finally, said announcer number 5. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for 1 fall. Is for the XY Championship. Introducing the challengers first, he is the winner of the Men's Rumble, Rogue. And his opponent, he is the XY champion. Representing PNKS, Smash, said announcer number 6. Smash hands the title to referee number 6. Referee number 6 raises the title, walks towards the ropes, then hands it to man number 1. Bell dings. Both Rogue and Smash are walking around the ring. Kong, Nightmare and Paragon appear walking down the ramp. Rogue sees Kong, Nightmare and Paragon walking down the ramp. What are these 3 doing down here? Asked announcer number 4. Probably to help Smash win, said announcer number 5. All 3 walk around the ring, then climb onto the ledge of the ring. Hey, get down. Get onto the floor, said referee number 6. All 4 are staring at Rouge. Come on, said Rogue. All 4 continue staring at Rogue. Rogue shrugs his shoulders, then punches Paragon. Paragon falls off the ledge of the ring, lands onto the floor, then he groans. Rogue goes to punch Nightmare. Nightmare jumps off the ledge of the ring. Kong gets off the ledge of the ring. Rogue continues looking at both Kong and Nightmare. Rogue, look behind you, said announcer number 4. Rogue turns around. Smash kicks Rogue in his testicles. Rogue groans, then falls onto his knees. Why'd you do that? Ring the bell, said referee number 6. Bell dings. Here's your winner by disqualification, Rogue. But still your XY champion, Smash, said announcer number 6. Smash retains his title by disqualification, said announcer number 5. That's just sickening. Why can't people fight anymore? Asked announcer number 4. Well, these 4 can't fight. They just injured people, said announcer number 5. Paragon stands up. Get him through that table now, said Paragon. Smash picks Rogue up, then throws him through the middle rope. Both Kong and Nightmare are clearing off the second announce table. Here we go, said announcer number 4. All 4 pick Rogue up over their heads, then throw him through the second announce table. Rogue groans, then goes limp. Oh man, that had to hurt, said announcer number 5. These 5 have destroyed our announce table, said announcer number 4. They do what they want, said announcer number 5. Well, folks, we want to thank you Because we need to leave before we get thrown through a table. Good night, everyone, said announcer number 4. See ya, said announcer number 5. All 4 are standing over Rouge, then raise their fists. The crowd is booing. The end.